Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to Dice Friends. My name is Adam, and I'm joined by Paul and Beej, and we're here to read you a book.
Because it's bedtime.
It's bedtime, idiots. It's time to go to sleep. All right?
That was wholesome for like a minute.
Yep.
And if you don't go to sleep, I will put you to sleep. Okay? All right?
I mean, I can
consider this your first warning. You're lucky. You're lucky YouTubers that you get to watch this later, so I'm not yelling at you. Okay? I'm yelling at Twitch chat right now.
But maybe you're watching this at night and it's time for you to go to sleep.
Yeah. But also, if it's like past like 12 a.m., go to sleep. It's not worth it. All right? The video will be here next time that you load it up. All right?
See, I disagree that if I go to bed, then all my free time disappears because now it's tomorrow.
That's like a thing, right? That's like a what's it called? There's like a term for it.
Bedtime procrastination or if something along that line. It's like
something like that where they're like, you feel like you have no time. So then, like, since we all work such long hours, then you stay up extra late because you're trying to take back the night or whatever. You know what I mean? You're like,
I want to have at least like 6 hours to myself, right?
Yeah.
You know, or 8 hours to myself. And I spent an hour cooking fucking dinner. Why did I do that? Why didn't I just like eat some slop out of the fridge and just have more time?
Eat some slop out of the fridge. I like that.
Dig in the crisper where all the vegetables have turned into goo and just eat that. That's,
And you know what lets Beej do that? Your kind support at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Yeah, every month you give us a little bit of cash and Beej is able to fill that bowl with slop and shovel it in his fucking mouth. And then he lives another day, and we're all very thankful.
Gives me this body.
This is peak performance. You may not agree with it, but I'm sorry. This is what the perfect male form looks like. That's our Beej. Yeah. As he shovels more slop and nutrients into his mouth, just know that your kind support at Patreon helps us continue to do this.
That's like, it's one of the tiers of the Patreon is like the slop tier.
Yeah.
And then like the little bit higher is like the, solid food tier.
Can we make a tier that just puts us into like an awakening chamber? You know, we come out covered in goo, screaming and crying.
Like
What's
over
the
and
matter
over.
with you? It's like, I got somebody was in there rubbing goo on my body, like it was like the fucking Enterprise.
Yeah. The beach juice, just like the goo from Ghostbusters 2, you know?
The ooze,
The ooze, It'd be like Vigo,
Is that what they called it? Is that what they called it? Or was it just pink slime?
It was just pink slime. But Vigo was the name of the bad guy.
Yeah.
Vigo was the name of the bad guy in Ghostbusters 2. So patreon.com. Also, make sure you check out store.com. Store.loadingreadyrun.com. There we go. Bangerang, got it. We got all kinds of stuff. Playmats, t-shirts, hoodies, dice bags, dice trays. What else? Hold up. Posters, mugs, water bottles.
Yeah. We don't have any more hats. We did sell out of all the hats. There's the bottle.
Hats.
Look at that good bottle right there.
Look at that good-ass bottle.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make another bottle.
It's not an ass bottle. It's a good bottle.
Could be an ass bottle. Anything's an ass bottle if you try hard enough.
There's no flared base on that bottle.
So it's gonna be a good night tonight. I can feel it. Yeah, much like an ass bottle, I can feel it. It's not often that you can say to your boss, "Hey, nice ass bottle," and he just like looks at you and he's like, he chuckles. He chuckles politely. He's like, "All right, yeah. Hi, little scamp. Come on."
If you want to see if you have the kind of job like we do, go try that tomorrow and see what happens.
Yeah. Please report back to me. I take no responsibility if you get fired or for the awkwardness that would ensue from such a situation.
It's like I would be upset with you using that kind of language if we hadn't been spending the last like 3 years, encouraging that kind of language.
Yeah.
So
cultivating.
Yeah.
We've been building up to this. Yeah, the loading ready run
really
culture.
like put the put the kibosh to it now, really.
You can't just tell me now. After this so long, I've been working with Lur for like 5 years, 6 years now, whatever. You got to tell me day one. No ass bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should have been the first thing you said to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
I know in
jars
like
full of
6 years, you're gonna feel very confident and very calm and very comfortable with your coworkers, but I really need you to stay away from ass bottles. And I would have been like, all right, you know what?
I don't believe for a minute that if we told you that in 5 years you would feel calm and comfortable around us, that you would have believed us.
Wait, that I wouldn't believe you that I would feel calm and comfortable around you?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You don't think so?
I think back then you'd have been like, what, all these people?
Yeah, that's true, actually.
I don't know most of these people.
I barely knew any of you when I first started. Like, I knew we were like acquaintances, but it was never, James was like the only one I knew.
You would walk in and go to do your stream, and we'd be like, who the fuck is that? And everyone who knew you was like, that's Adam. I'm like, who the fuck is Adam? Like, you had this stream, and I was like, I've never met this guy. Like, what is he doing here?
Adam, he's the guy that we open the door and say, be quiet, we're filming.
I never knew that. That's really funny. Like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah!
He just walked in here? What is he? It's not my fault if he picks up a spatula and starts flipping burgers. Grimes is like, I don't know. He just showed up and started working.
He came with the building. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody ever had to explain that to me because it's not like I worked for the company full time or anything. I was as much a part timer as you were, right? But it's like, but nobody thought to introduce different people to different people because it's like we all know who Adam is. Like, no, we don't.
No, that's really funny.
I moved here. He's huge.
Yeah. Beej, I think the first time I ever met you, Beej, was Jeremy Petter's stag party.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever met Beej.
God, wait, hang on. Was that where we were playing golf?
Yeah. We
went golf?
Yeah, we went mini golfing.
Yeah.
And then
I got a picture from them.
We watched like a good chunk of the Resident Evil movies. Was that a different? Was that Graham's?
No idea.
We're gonna watch all the Resident Evil movies, and by the third one, we're like, these actually aren't very good. Maybe we should. Yeah, we made a mistake here. Maybe we should not do this.
Yeah, I mean, can we just start drinking instead? Like, you're like, I don't want to watch these Resident Evil movies anymore. You got any drugs? That's really funny. I don't think I was there for that, but that is very funny. All right. So, Night of the Living Dead. Where were we last time we left off? We were just waiting to pick a new spot of the city, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we did. We had basically just left. We're like, okay, we're done doing whatever. We're here now.
So we had kind of a disappointing time in the with the like casino area thing.
Which one was that? North Ward or Trades? We went to. Okay,
what
have we done?
I think it was Trades.
We've done surrounding countryside. We've done Trades Ward.
Yeah.
Have we done Castle Ward?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
We've done North Ward. I'm pretty sure we've done North Ward. And then we haven't done C Word.
That's true. We definitely haven't done the C word.
Yeah. We've gone to the harbor. Didn't we do some stuff in the harbor?
Paul's yup.
Yup.
I think we should just check out the Castle Ward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I wonder if there's a castle there.
I hope so. I hope there's not a castle there. That'd be great. 41A. Oh.
41, the Castle Ward, known for being the only ward with no castles.
So yeah, there's not a castle in sight.
They had to name them
outlawed
that.
Castles back in 1992. I saw a video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm feeling
Sure.
I'm feeling Tangent City today,
Whatever.
by the way. So I saw a video today. It was like a tattoo. You know that scene in The Simpsons where Grandpa Simpson's like, "Yeah,
It was a style at the time."
Yeah, it was style. There's a whole tattoo, and they got the whole conversation tattooed on their leg.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Wow.
Yeah. I forgot about they called a nickel a bumblebee.
Yeah.
And I'll
Give
give
me
you
5
five bees for a quarter. That's like the best part. I forgot about that part. I was like, oh, 5
old
bees for a
stories
quarter.
that don't go anywhere.
I think it might be a fake tattoo, but I prefer to think that it is real.
Yeah, I like to think it's real. You know, just like I think Bigfoot's real. You know,
there's
I like the idea that there's a giant monkey man out there just wandering in the woods and no one's able to find him, even to this day.
He's eluded us all.
Yeah. I just think that's really funny. And
He might be
like,
smarter than most humans.
And he's got like an iPhone, you know, he's sitting in a cave somewhere.
Yeah.
He's like, idiots.
Playing Angry Birds.
Yeah, it's like, no, he's playing Flappy Bird still in 2021.
Yes, nice.
Yeah.
He hasn't got the new iPhone yet, so
he's got a little flip phone. He's playing Snake.
he's got to steal it off of some sort of like camper or whatever. He had an iPhone, but he realized that when it ran out of juice, he's like, no, fuck that noise. I'm gonna get my Nokia out and play Snake for at least it'll last for.
I'm gonna
7
get
days.
my N-Gage and get some real gaming in on me.
Get some Sonic the Hedgehog.
Could you make phone calls on the N-Gage? I can't remember.
Yes.
Wasn't it like a phone too?
It was actually a
the
phone.
side talking. That's what that.
Where you hold the taco up to the side of your face.
Yeah, you hold it to the side of your face.
Oh, I am sorry, Twitch chat. We're not going to get much done today. All right. The walls of Castle Waterdeep. Well, there's already a castle.
Oh, good. Good try.
In the heart of Castle Ward, soar upward 400 feet at their highest point. The beautiful towers rise many stories above them. They could be as light as smoke or sea foam for all the impression of weight they give. Yet, the impregnable castle walls are as thick as the height of 10 tall men lying head to toe. What a weird way to describe that.
Thick as the height of 10 tall men lying head to toe.
If they're lying down, though, that'd be the length, wouldn't it?
How big are we talking, too? Because, you know, I'm not dating anybody under 5'10", so I'm sorry. But...
10 tall men lying head to toe. Wait, so the castle walls are like 80 feet or like 60 feet thick?
Yeah.
That seems excessively thick for a castle.
That's very thick.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't do them much fucking good when somebody just dropped basically a chemical warfare into their city. Where's your thick walls now? They're like, no, the walls, they're not thick enough. Now they'll budget and they'll get taxpayers and they'll make the walls thicker. It's going to be a big problem in Waterdeep going forward.
We need to add the height of 2 more men who are lying down on top of each other, next to each other.
Did I say on top of each other? Because I meant next to each other. 10 tall men lying head to toe and honeycombed with rooms and passages. This fortress, indomitable in battle, also hosts ceremonies of pomp and regalia, starring the diplomats of many lands. Why do I always get hiccups when I do this show?
It's a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Breathing in a lot
Castle
of air.
Ward is the center of Waterdeep's cultural and social life. Here are half a dozen guild halls. You know what? This fucking book goes into weird, like, Tolkien detail of, like, the most random shit. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. I don't need to know that half of this.
In your mind's eye.
But the trick is here is, like, Waterdeep, right, is like a super well-developed D&D setting, right?
Right.
So they probably had, like, books and pages, like tons and tons of stuff of like every little nook and cranny in Waterdeep for like all the different stuff, and they were like, "Oh, we can put a bunch of this stuff in the Choose Your Own Adventure book."
Won't that be a treat to the children who've never seen this before?
Yeah, the person that works on like fucking Waterdeep lore is like, finally, it's my chance.
I finally have something to proofread again.
I wonder if there's like a description of Castle Waterdeep from like some other D&D book that is just like copy and pasted into here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah.
Suddenly, Drizzle Donut shows up.
Here are half a dozen guild halls. The Tower of Archmage Kelvin Blackstaff Arunson, studios of master artisans, theaters, nightclubs, temples, barracks, and stables for the city guard and city watch. The impenetrable Tower of Agaron, which undoubtedly will foil even the undead army's efforts to enter. And there is Peregoron's Palace. I hope it's like just an amusement park. or like a fast food place.
It's
Paragon's
the happiest
Palace.
place on earth.
Yes. Oh,
And then there's the fabled White Castle.
The palace is the many-spired home of Waterdeep's commander, chief diplomat, overmaster of the guilds, and speaker for the secret lords who rule the city, a fitting residence for a man of such greatness. It is remarkable to think the effluvium must have brought even Paragon low. Or perhaps he has been diverted from the city by some stratagem of the liches. So many places. You could spend 100 days investigating all that might be of help. In desperation, you must rely on the cerebricule. It sniffs out just 3 places of interest, using criteria only it knows: a duty guardhouse in one of the towers flanking the gate of Castle Waterdeep, the library of Paragon's Palace, and, of all places, an obscure theater not far from the castle. Ooh. There seems to be at least one piece of staff among them, and the head suspects more.
Ooh.
Why not Blackstaff's Tower or one of the other power centers of the city? Perhaps the undead clean those out first. If those areas sound unpromising, return to 82A and choose again. Well, Beej went, ooh, at the theater, so I'm going to the theater.
I just love the idea that it's like you're reading this far, you're like, do any of these places sound like unpromising? It's like, yeah, all of them. I don't think there's any. No, I think the cerebricule's fucked here.
Nothing here. Maybe some wine. All right, fuck. Jesus. We get it. You drink.
Feed me a stray cat.
He starts saying real fucked up things. He's like, choke me. What the fuck?
You don't have a neck. How does that? Right?
I don't fucking know. Yeah, I don't know. Spit in my mouth. What the fuck?
Your mouth is so shut. How are you even talking?
Like, oh God, Jesus.
All right. Well, do we want to go to the theater then?
Yeah, I want to go to the theater. The theater of the mind.
42A. Oh,
yeah.
That's just
I don't even have to go that far.
That's what they say reading a book is to an audience, is the theater of the mind.
Oh, wow, this place.
The fuck Adam? What do you mean the fuck Adam? I'm just saying things that makes you go, that's all I'm trying to make you do, right?
Yeah.
Just trying to make you go, oh, this guy every once in a while he's got a zinger. All right, the theater on one of the most fashionable avenues in Castle Ward seems to have closed down long before the effluvium arrived. A handmade sign on the door, lettered in a hurry by the look of it, says, "Closed until further notice. We apologize for inconvenience. We are working to resolve the problem."
Oh, they got that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under the printed notice, some wag has written, "The ghost chased away the good spellers."
Oh.
Now that's a little. I mean, I like good spelling as much as anybody else. That's a little shitty to, you know.
That's so shitty to say.
You kids.
You know, as an amateur linguist, if you can understand the intent of what's being said, then it doesn't matter how it's spelled, right?
Wow, they even had reply guys in Waterdeep. You know, just shows up on the Twitter thread like, wow, I guess all the fucking ghosts killed all the good spellers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come into some random thread and that's what I'm gonna say. The ghosts must have chased away all the good spellers.
That'll be the first thing out of your mouth.
That's very good. All right, you push through the doors, unlocked, and walk through the plush, gilt-edged lobby. That's weird that it's locked. Why is it unlocked?
Otherwise, you couldn't get in.
Indeed.
It just
confluence of events.
Just pushing up against the door.
So there might be
Midvale Theater of the Gifted.
Yeah.
I mean, the sign written like that kind of reminds me of like the Far Side, like when the dog writes a note for.
Oh yeah. I was actually looking at random Far Side comics a couple nights ago, and the one where the dog is like leaning into the window, he's like, "Let out the cat," and they're sleeping, and the cat's just sitting on the. It was really good. All right. Unlocked and walk through the plush gilt-edged lobby. In the theater, you gaze up at the ceiling, lighted by a simple spell of continual light, and then down at the stage. If you've been here, blah, blah, blah. Amid the clouds of effluvium that drift in and out through the walls, a performing phantom of some kind plays to an empty house. Only head and hands are visible along with a dizzying whirl of material objects, clubs, torches, more than you can easily follow. A voice sounds in your mind, the telepathy of the undead. Then the worm sticks its head out and says, "Where's my cookie?"
That's filthy. Holy shit.
Wham, man. Get your own cookie, you fucking pervert. Wham! Hey, come on. That's a surefire laughter. Okay, knock, knock. It's telling jokes and amazingly lame ones, too. No wonder the theater closed down. Jesus Christ. All right. Look, that's a comedian plying their craft, okay? You can't fault them for it.
Also, it's a ghost.
Yeah.
That's probably another reason why the theater closed down.
Probably no cleric could cast a spell of exorcism before these horrendous clunkers laid him low. This, jeez, I don't think the jokes are going to kill anybody. They're not that
Maybe
bad.
somebody killed him for the joke because his jokes are so bad.
The Cerebral sniffs and says, "Magic here." Not much news in that remark, but perhaps the props the ghostly showman is juggling are worth investigation. However, you can't look at them until you get to the ghost, or get the ghost to stop throwing them around. Will you talk to the haunt, attack it, or leave? Well, I mean, I can probably out-joke a ghost, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm funnier than a ghost, right?
Yeah, because all those jokes, if he's dead, it means his jokes are old.
That's true. He won't know the latest humor.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Hell
you,
yeah, but-
wait, you're also dead. Haven't you been buried in the ground for like 5 years?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I live okay, so it died before me, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It was dead first, so that means I'm smarter.
Yes.
That's
you
how
live
it works.
longer. Yep.
Yeah, I've lived longer.
Also, you
It's like I'm smarter than Carl Sagan because Carl Sagan's fucking dead.
Don't forget that, everyone.
never
Also-
forget that.
also you were a paladin before
Yeah.
you died, and paladins are known for their hilarious sense of humor.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, are you funnier than a ghost this fall on NBC? Just one ghost, like, hey, knock, knock. Oh, fuck, the ghost is telling knock, knock jokes. Okay, let's talk to the haunt. 48.
There's a stage musical of Beetlejuice.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it good?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's quite well regarded. I haven't seen it, but
The ghost of Sagan also tells bad jokes. Yeah, probably. I'm still waiting for the date. After all this shit talk of Carl Sagan's ghost, I hope to God I get fucking haunted. You know, I hope Carl Sagan's ghost shows up at my house like, so you see. I can't do a good Carl Sagan.
Yeah.
Cameron can. Where's Cameron? Cameron, get here and do your Carl
The
Sagan.
trick is to do something like Kermit the Frog, but slow down everything you say.
Heard you were talking shit.
a slow Kermit the Frog. I like
It
that.
really
Yeah.
is. He's, yeah.
Yeah, you see, I heard you were talking shit. Holy shit, Carl Sagan. You venture down to the edge of the stage. The club's beanbags and other objects perform amazing gyrations. They twist in air, float up high, drift down, hover like hummingbirds. Some fly up behind the ghostly jester's cap. For the living body, these would be throws behind the back. Friend Spirit, you begin. Can you tell me? Hey, listen to this, the haunt interrupts. How do you tell when an orc's been visiting the dog pound? This is not going to end well. I know not, but he's licking his lips. Yowza! Licking his lips. When the ghoul applied to join the army, why wouldn't they let them in? Really, he thought it was a smorgasbord.
All your jokes about eating people, monsters, and eating
Cannibalism?
people.
Yeah. I'm telling you, cannibalism was really big when I died. Yeah. The objects continue their steady cascade. You out there? You know, a smorgasbord, a place where you can eat all you... Hey, these are jokes, folks. What is this, an audience or a wax gallery? No self-respecting waxwork would stay for this, the weasel comments, but the
Whoa.
juggling haunt doesn't hear it. Yo, the ectoplasmic funny man continues. That's a good sentence.
Just looking up, just
Ectoplasmic
That's
funny man.
Funny man.
I
I
kind
got a
of
thesaurus and I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
that'd be good for like a business card.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Hear about the gargoyle with the disgusting personal problem? Gravel! Hey! Hey, are you people deaf? Gravel! Hey-oh!
I feel like he maybe insulted a whole bunch of various fantasy races, and they all worked together to kill him.
Yeah,
Ah,
pretty much, yeah.
That
Just
makes
like
sense.
an
He's
orc
like, "Hey."
held his arms and a ghoul held his legs.
He's
And
like,
the
I'm not the racist. I'm just funny.
gargoyle just started
They're
pounding on him.
jokes.
We don't eat dogs in our culture.
Okay. You can think of no greater deed than wiping this menace from the landscape of stand-up comedy.
Sure.
Wow.
Yes.
But the ghostly wisecracker may yet tell you something worthwhile. Will you beat up under the routine and try not to laugh? Or try to laugh? Bear up, sorry. If so, go to 117A. Or you may ask the ghost to stop the routine or make the weasel very happy and leave. Another approach is to ask the immaterial comedian to comment on recent events, a long-standing tradition among comics.
Change your act!
What's the deal with airports?
Yeah.
Why are they so
Let's
busy?
get your what is your commentary on current events?
Yeah. If you can endure the wit that may pour forth, you may ask about the staff of the Waterdeep and other undead wandering the city or life in show business. So it's got to be one of the objects it's juggling, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah, I feel like this might end up being another one of those like in the garbage dump, like a guessing thing for like which object is it?
I think I'm just going to I'm going to try to keep doing the routine.
Okay.
So 117A.
I like
I
that
think this is the play.
the writer of the book is like, you can keep reading these jokes that I'm writing, but they're not going to be good. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moans the weasel. This is really horrible. The supernatural Josher's jokes continue for an endless half hour.
Supernatural
Mark off the
Josher.
time. Mark off the time in addition to the usual time you spend exploring here. Riddles, knock-knock jokes, dreadful impersonations of notable Waterdavians, body stories to which the spooky farceur cannot remember the punchline, and outstripping the rest in sheer audacity and ignorance of any standard of civility, puns.
So just the aristocrats.
Yeah,
He's literally telling stories about aristocrats.
jokes without a punchline. Is this ghost Ben Wheeler? Got your ass, Ben. All right. The worst of it, the torture of it, is that you have to laugh. You quickly find that as an undead, you cannot laugh except with great pain. But through every guffaw racks you, and each chuckle is a stab to your groin. You persevere. Subtract 2 unlife points from your total.
Why are you
took
using
damage?
why are you using your groin to laugh? That could be a problem.
Yeah, weird.
Have I been doing this wrong the whole time?
That's not where you laugh from, man.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to laugh from the groin, Paul.
It's like a deep, it's like, no. You don't want to. It's like I'm laughing, really from the pit of my stomach. No. That's too high. That's too high.
Go deeper.
Deeper.
You have to
Go deeper. Yeah.
You gotta go deeper.
I mean, as far as I'm
Really
concerned,
getting down there.
if we're entertaining people, I want to hit them right in the coin purse. So, patreon.com/loadingreadyrun.
You're fucking fired. I'm fucking done with you. This is the last Dice Friends we're ever doing. I'm cutting it off. No more segues. Segues are banned. All right. At long last, the unearthly stand-up exhausts its supply of jokes. You applaud their end with sincerity. After many bows and many thank yous, a sound escapes the jester's cap. A little sound as light as a baby's sigh. Uh-oh. Cap in hands vanishes in a flash, and the clubs and other juggling objects crash to the stage. The haunt has achieved its only goal in unlife and proceeded to its final rest. If it were that easy for you, the weasel remarks. If the next ghost we meet sings songs or does magic tricks, I vote we head for the hills and leave the city to its fate. Turn to 42A to investigate the dropped objects. Wow, it just wanted somebody to listen to it.
You just had to take 2 damage. And
Yeah, we got to take 2 damage.
Yeah, but that means I have 2,982 hit points now.
I feel kind of good that we let him fulfill his final whatever.
Yeah.
His unfinished business in life.
Yeah. Okay, so Paul, you're a ghost. What's the thing that you need to accomplish before you can finally
if I'm-
venture into the afterlife. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on how you died, right?
You were hit by a truck.
Oh, isekai'd. All right.
I'm mad that I understand that shit. I'm very upset.
Yeah, what would be your unfinished business? It's like, oh man, I really was gonna like finish watching the end of that anime series and never really got around to it.
And a truck crashed through your living room and just murdered the shit out of you. All right, so we got a dagger, a hoop, beanbags, torches, or clubs. What was on the list of things? Does anybody? I guess I'll just check them all. Fuck. I have a feeling though. Why do I have this bad feeling? I'm gonna pick up the dagger and I'm gonna get fucking teleported.
It's
Like immediately,
entirely
just for no
possible that
reason.
one of these things could teleport you.
Yeah, I have a
That is
feeling
a
it's
danger.
coming.
Yeah.
I got a feeling in the
Would it-
pit of my stomach.
Would
We
it
had it
help?
happen once
Would it help
already,
if you looked at the? You can see what they all looked like on the picture here. I don't know if that helps you.
Yeah.
The least likely seems to be the hoop. Right?
Oh, like the least likely but I mean, a hoop is basically just a portal. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the least likely thing to be part of the staff, I would assume.
Oh. Yeah, but I mean, the staff is hidden. Things all looked weird. It turns into like, you know what I mean? We found the dragon's tooth, and all of a sudden it was like, boop! It turned into like a piece of the staff.
Yeah.
So they're like,
Yeah, it could be anything.
I'll do the hoop first. I'm not a coward. 136E. Please don't. Please, God. I'm begging you. Okay, God. Hi. It's been a while. I really need you to do me a solid. Maybe just like if it does teleport me, just make a little nudge in the editing or something. You are God. You can do whatever you want. So 136E.
Let me
All
make
right.
a deck save.
The hoop looks like gold, but you suspect it's a painted prop. However, close examination reveals that it is gold,
Ooh.
and you hope it is magical as well. It's one of the Sonic's rings.
Yeah.
The cerebral sniffs a moment, its rubbery nose drawing back grotesquely. Magic ring of healing, it
Oh,
Oh,
drones.
hey.
Acquired by legendary actor Rodnim from Giant. Rodnim was very charming, very wily. Convinced Giant to give him ring as payment for performance, and legend grew in theater. Must have been a great performance, comments the weasel dubiously, or a great jip. Actor willed ring to theater he loves so well. For each person who places it overhead will work once. Once during the adventure, you may use this hoop to cure 10 unlife points of damage.
Big ring.
It will then be useless to you except as a gift to bestow to another. Okay, so.
Oh.
All right, that's cool.
So you could heal yourself and then give it away as a magical object.
Right, when people want magic objects.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would have been good for the graveyard, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, back to 42. We got dagger, beanbags, torches, and clubs.
I mean, maybe it's the beanbags?
Maybe they're magic beans.
Maybe. Oh, wait, we have magic beans. Right, we have magic beans to give people. Wait a second. 135B. Brother. The beanbags are bright and shiny satin embroidered with fancy designs. You bend to pick one up. Suddenly, the beanbag shoots into the air. Its companions follow, and the three start juggling themselves, slamming hard onto the stage and shooting back into the air again.
Ooh.
You manage to catch them, and they stop juggling themselves. The head tells you this is minor magic. Going into the entertainment business, the weasel wants to know. Magic is magic, you murmur. Useless is useless.
I mean, there's self-juggling beanbags.
That's
I
pretty
could
cool.
finally juggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although apparently the ghost was like cheating this whole time when he was
Yeah.
juggling the beanbag. It's like, oh, it wasn't actually that impressive a thing.
The argument shows you are of two minds about whether to take a beanbag. Nevertheless, any magical item may come in handy. You tuck one of the beanbags away, setting the others gently down on the stage. Unfortunately, as soon as you try to walk away, The other 2 beanbags follow, slamming on the floorboards in apparent agitation. You realize you must take all 3 if you take any at all. The beanbags count as 3 possessions. Mark them on your list. All right, well, we're just taking them because we're not really...
Yeah.
Look, inventory space is a fucking scam, okay? In any game that limits your inventory space, it's fucking horseshit, okay? It's not good design. Unless it's Darkest Dungeon, then it's a perfect video game and you can't really make any mistakes.
Right. You can't make anything better than Darkest Dungeon except maybe Darkest Dungeon 2.
Yeah, you really can't. So, hey, we're not going to talk about the fact that one of my favorite games has an inventory system. All right.
Nice.
I'm looking at you, Skyrim.
Maybe just
All right.
now you do have a lot of magic beans in your magic bean bag, so you can take out one of those at a time.
All right.
We got dagger, torches, clubs.
Just clubs, yeah. Let's do dagger.
Dagger.
Please don't teleport me. Please don't teleport me. Please don't teleport me. 30D.
13 Delta.
The dagger, not well balanced, has a carved wooden handle painted to look like ivory and inlaid with flashy cheap stones of red, blue, and green. The blade is shiny and appears to be painted as well, but it is real metal and sharp enough to cut flesh. When you press on the blade, it retracts into the handle and red liquid pours out all over your hand. The shrunken head sniffs without interest and says, "Cheap theatrical prop. Used to kill many actors." Suddenly, the blade pops out of the handle, and you barely manage to keep it from slicing off your finger. "I see what you mean," the weasel remarks as the blade clatters to the floor. "Really useful in battle if you're suicidal." You see no use for the stage dagger, but you take it if you like. Well, I get... Well,
Inventory doesn't matter.
I mean, it's not
Yeah,
even magic, but
yeah, why is the prop knife sharp? That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Exactly.
it's not a very good prop knife, apparently.
Yeah. I couldn't
Doesn't
find a
make any
prop
sense.
knife, so I bought this real knife,
Yeah.
and I hollowed out the handle, so now the blade will probably go into... What do you mean, probably?
What the fuck? You
That
just get
apparently
stabbed.
happened in on Dexter, the TV show,
Yeah.
where he stabs people.
Method actors.
He stabs people, and the knife, was supposed to retract and
Yeah.
didn't, like, it jammed on the thing, and so it didn't retract. Luckily, the actor they had a double preparation thing where the actor also had like a protection pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was okay, but if they hadn't had that, because when the handles retract or when blades retracting the handle, if it twists, it can bind against the thing and not retract properly.
That's wild. Man, Daniel Day-Lewis is just like, "I want you to fucking stab me." Like, Jesus. Okay, I guess.
That would
Daniel Day-Lewis walks up to you like, "I'm getting ready for my next role. I want you to stab me right now. Would you do it?"
What's your next role? A victim?
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He just said, "I want you to stab me. Do you do it?"
No. Because I won't even get a credit in the film for that shit.
The credit's just guy who stabbed
Stab Daniel
Day-Lewis.
During training. Like, I mean...
Yeah. All right. 42A. We're gonna go back. Okay. 42A. So torches or clubs? Beej?
I mean, torches are really just clubs that are lit on fire.
So, torches it is!
I mean, for being honest with ourselves,
Yeah.
torches are just clubs that are on fire. So
just
what's the difference?
A +1 attack fire club.
Yeah, 87A. The torches are no longer a flame. Oh, so they're just clubs.
It's like it's like an escalator that's stopped. It's just stairs.
Yeah.
they're just
Sorry for the
stairs.
convenience.
The torches are no longer a flame, but lie smoldering on the stage. When you pick one up, it ignites once again. Though you need no torch to see in the darkness, an instant flame could be helpful in a fight. You hold the cerebral as near as you dare to the torch, careful not to singe it in the flame. Typical wizard trick, the shrunken head says, cast by very old mage who loved theater, gave to juggling woman Zitella. Wizard loved juggling woman very much.
Aw.
I love juggling women. How do I put out the flames and carry it? Hold notch. You mean the Minecraft guy? Hold torch. Oh wait, hold torch upside down. Flames vanish. To make flames return, hold the bright.
Cool.
Make sure you don't put it the wrong way into your bag.
Oh shit. Yeah, you may take a torch with you if you wish. In the time it takes to draw your weapon, you may have it upright and aflame. You may strike with the torch instead of your sword. You cannot change weapons in the middle of combat unless you give your opponent a free chance to hit you without retaliating. Against zombies, skeletons, mummies, and other physical beings, the corporeal or solid undead, each successful strike does 9 unlife points of damage. Against such non-corporeal monsters as ghosts, banshees, and wraiths, the torch does no damage. Specters flee before its light. Treat this as a victory in combat with them, but liches sneer at such a feeble weapon. So wait, what's the difference between a specter and a ghost? There's no difference.
No.
Case in point. I rest my case, Your Honor. Specters are ghosts.
Was a ghost like formerly like a humanoid soul?
Marketing department. I like that. Yeah.
Or is like a specter like
specters have real good PR.
Yeah. Game mechanics. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, we're taking a torch as a new weapon.
Cool. Specters are Bond villains. All right, Twitch chat. All right, back to 42A. We got one more thing to do. There better be a piece of the staff of Waterdeep here, or I'm going to start screaming, and I'm not going to stop for 10 minutes. Clubs. All right. Everybody get ready.
Oh, no.
108D. 2 of the clubs are ordinary, but the cerebral inhales deeply over the third wooden piece of staff of Waterdeep. Yeah!
We made it. Oh my god.
You can't keep getting away with it. Oh man.
Threatening a book shouldn't work, and yet here we are.
And here we are. You're like, you know what? I don't want to listen to him. Fucking God's just like, yeah, I'll change it. I'll do him as solid, yeah.
Never punished.
Yeah, never punished.
Always lucky.
Cerebral hands deeply over the third wooden piece of staff of Waterdeep. It says, you touch the club, and in your hand it changes into a dowel about 6 inches long.
Nice.
Check off the wooden piece on your bookmark list when you take it. It does not count against your limit of 8 possessions. Go to 156A to find out more about the staff of Waterdeep and this piece of it, but first make a note in section 108D. All right, so 156A. And then, what is it? Just wood?
61.
61E.
61E.
Before the ghost turned the wooden piece of the staff into a juggling club, it was part of the quarterstaff of a benevolent wizard known as Daenerys, whose home was located where the theater now sits. The Cerebral explains that Daenerys fashioned the quarterstaff himself, working as much good magic into it as his powers allowed. Although Daenerys occasionally performed magic that was not purely good, he reserved the staff for good deeds. When he died, his apprentice followed the tradition of using the staff only for good, and thus the staff passed down through generations. When at last a wizard attempted to use it for evil, the staff fragmented into splinters save for this piece, which retained the nature of the complete staff. Or so Kelvin must have believed, and you believe it too. Return now to the text you're reading. You didn't tell me fucking shit. Yeah. Nothing of that paragraph mattered.
I think,
none of it mattered.
The wizard is like, yes, this staff is only for good. And so it's like, oh, please help me. The wizard's like, not going to need the staff for this one.
I like how they pointed out, like,
wait, why'd you put the staff away?
The wizard's done some evil things, or not good. I mean, he's not a good wizard.
It's a wizard, so
he does a lot
best
of good,
neutral.
Yeah, he does a lot of good things. But there's
everyone has their breaking points. Okay.
Yeah. Look,
sometimes you just put up with so much
spells.
shit.
Okay. Can't be like 100% sure everyone was for good stuff.
Yeah. All right. So we found the staff of Waterdeep.
Yeah. So we're up to 5 pieces.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
Found one in the first hour. That's
so strong. How many other 12?
12.
Yes. Do you want to try to get one more, and then maybe since we'll have half, it's as good as having all of it?
No, we'll keep going.
All right.
I have 3,000 hit points. I have an unlimited inventory.
Yeah.
I mean, finding the pieces of the Staff of Waterdeep is inconsequential at this point because when I go to the end, I'm just gonna win. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull out my gun and I'm gonna fucking shoot a Brax in the head and fucking shoot Harant, and I'm gonna move on with my life.
Yeah.
You know? But it's the journey, not the destination.
You're going to take their phylacteries and smush them together.
Yeah. That's weird.
Stop
Yes.
making us kiss. That's how that works, right?
Yep.
Stop, fuck.
We broke up months ago.
We drifted apart. I don't fucking like him. All right, we gotta leave 64E.
64. Yeah, so that's everything here.
Super run. Near the theater are the glorious palace of Pure Garon, yeah, and Indomitable Castle Waterdeep. Since they are both in this word, each takes just a half an hour's investigation time, or you may go to 82A or go elsewhere in the deep. So let's go to the palace because it sounds like an amusement park, but I don't think it's going to be an amusement park.
Oh.
I mean, any place is an amusement park if you just...
The end game of this area is long 5-hole areas to explore. All right.
If you install a Ferris wheel at the palace, then it is
this guy. I don't think this guy's in the amusement park.
No, I don't think he's.
He
Maybe
does
he
not
tells
look,
your fortune.
he does not look like a guy in an amusement. Although he actually could be like one of the like ride operators at an amusement park.
Oh yeah,
Who's just cannot take any more guff from anybody.
Oh yeah, that's more. It's baby sign language.
This is more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Graham and Kathleen's kid used to do it all the time.
You just how many times do you tap to make it, or you just keep doing it until
I don't know, it depends how much more you want.
Oh,
Let's see. Yeah,
You have to count.
The two
Thank you for telling me that.
when Penelope was doing baby sign language, the two things that made its way into the larger Loading Ready Run lexicon is that and also and this the no more.
Yeah.
Right.
All done.
No more.
All
All
done.
done.
All done.
All done. Every time I look at Ben, I just want to do this.
Yeah.
Because she hit him with the burn of the century. I don't want any more of this. All right.
Where are we?
38A.
38A. Thank you.
Which Ben? Ulmer. There's a classic story where Penelope, when she got old enough to like recognize faces, because she used to get really excited whenever she saw Ben, because I think she thought Ben was Graham, beard, same kind of. I mean, Loading Ready Runs is full of dudes with beards, right?
It could be very confusing for a small child.
She got old enough, and then one day Ben was like, "Hey, Penelope," and like, "How you doing?" Penelope looked at him and just like,
which is not kind of like I've been better, it's not. It's like all done. Get away. I might just be like maybe he was just a little too close. Like
Yeah,
I'm done.
maybe, I don't know.
I'm done with this. I'm
But it was
just
funny.
done with this interaction.
Yeah.
I'm ready to move on. All right. Of the many rooms in Pure Garen's palace, none has escaped the ravages of the undead. Few of the palace's residents have been killed, perhaps because the undead assume they will all die with Waterdeep by the next day. But in their search for magic of any kind, of all types, the zombies and skeletons and ghouls and ghosts who swept through here left little intact. One remarkable exception is the library. When you enter, you see the reason. Amid shelves of hundreds of leather-bound, gilt-edged books, not scrolls but genuine books, an immense treasure, stands a tall man in traveler's robes. Haggard beyond survival, he casts no life aura. His intensity, you sense inescapably that every action consumes his total attention and passion, marks him as nothing else but a revenant. You know revenants, though you think you were lucky enough to avoid meeting one in life. When one of great ability or potential is violently slain, sometimes, as rarely as the sun is eclipsed, the spirit does not fail. By sheer willpower, it remains for a time to stalk its killer and avenge its murder. No cleric can turn the revenant, no obstacles sway it from its single goal. I tell you what, Millennial will never be a revenant. They'll just tap out. They'll be like, nah, I'm fucking no, Jesus.
I got to die? Nice.
Yeah. Finally.
Take that, boomers and zoomers.
All right.
There's a lot to read there.
Yep, sure is. Among the undead, none is like the Revenant. Few are as powerful, and perhaps none is as tragic. But you have no time to reflect on this now, for the Revenant in the library gazes up at you. Its bloodshot stare penetrates like a lightning bolt. Hey, Eddie, remember me? When I killed your brother? I took just like this.
It's like, even among the undead,
Yeah.
Revenants, so the undead are like, Revenants are, man, they're just weird and creepy.
They're a little much.
Yeah.
They're
Extra.
a little much. Yeah, they're just like, really? Like, endless quest for revenge? Jeez, get over yourself. You know, even ghosts look at them like, they try too hard.
Yeah.
Seeing its eyes, you start as an image arrives in your mind. A wolf pack runs a stag to the ground. You hear their howling, you see them plunge after their quarry, and smell its fear on the wind. Then the image vanishes, and the Revenant speaks in a tight voice. He took 4 steps, short, light, quick steps, that I heard before I turned. Yes, absolutely true, 4 steps. He wore leather boots, their tops the color of a dry oak leaf, but darker on the bottom where the snow wet them, and banded with 4 black strips of leather on the left bore and 3 on the right, tied in square knots. 4 left, 3 right, there is no doubt. Puzzled, you look around, but there is no one else present. The Revenant is talking directly to you. The weasel whispers, "Excuse me, did I miss something? What is he talking about? What do you know of him?" The Revenant continues. "The assassin Greem, sometime resident of Waterdeep. Greem, associate of the..." Oh, wait, did we find this dude?
Green?
Remember? We found the fucking 2 dudes with the poison?
Oh, yeah. Was that
Maybe.
Green?
I don't know, fuck.
Sorry, I'm hearing this as
Yeah.
just an alternate way to read the name Graham.
Ah, the Grail? Yeah. The Greem? Well, I'm calling Graham
again, like-
Greem from now on.
Yeah. He got a cup at Starbucks one time that was spelled Greem. And
Yeah.
he was just like, what the fuck? Like, they didn't even
Greem.
make an effort.
My parents hated me. Funny story. We did the PPR this last weekend, and we had to film some sick rips, and I just did the Eastern European voice. To be fair, I wasn't going to do it, and then Ian did this vaguely Eastern European voice to start the line reading, and I was like, well, fuck, now I have to. So
Yeah.
anyway, I did it, and Graham was like, wow, that's a really good voice. You should do that more often. And I was just like, oh, honey. Oh, yeah, I should. Yeah, you're right. I
Practice
should
makes
do it more often.
perfect with the-
Yeah, it was really funny. Graham was just like, yeah, that's really great, Adam. You should do that way more often. Yeah, I should, You should congratulate me more. Tell me I'm doing a good job right now. Yeah. Tell me right now, Graham. G never watches my streams. Can you blame him? Jeez. All right. Okay, what do you know of him? The assassin Greem, sometime resident of Waterdeep. Greem, associate of that cleric Sumer, associate of the art merchant Porel. Greem, who took one long deep breath down to the bottom of his lungs after he pierced my upper left...
Oh.
Why is it so specific? He pierced my upper left abdomen with his slightly rusted 3-pound thrusting broadsword with the light green, oily coating of the poison known as Orvis, spread along the edges to within 2 inches of the hilt. Greem, who took that long breath and said, "That's done him," in just that tone exactly. That's done him. What do you know of Greem?
Wow.
I kind of like that, actually. Like, it's this idea that he's like
Yeah.
he's literally being like
He's one quest, yeah.
he's literally being kept alive by his obsession with this like teeny detail.
This moment of when all this happened, it's like, God, but Cops would kill for this kind of information, right? Like, it's like, oh my god, like, you know everything about the dude who killed you, and what he was wearing that day, and what he said, and...
Yeah, it's not just like, it was dark, I didn't see him.
Yeah.
Coming this fall to NBC, fucking Hobbs and Revenant, the new buddy cop. Fucking, it's just like, what happened? He stabbed me. He put seed oil poison on each edge, but 2 inches from the hilt. Wow, this is fucking great.
A guy
saw.
like a ghost cop solving his own murder is like not that uncommon a trope for a show. I've played at least like 2 video games in which you do that.
Yeah. The Revenant stares with frightful intensity. While it waits for an answer, you cannot look around the library at your leisure. As far as you remember, you had nothing to do with its murder, and you do not know anyone named Green.
I kill a
Will
lot
you
of
talk
people.
to the Revenant, telling it this, attack or leave? Well, but I... Okay.
So we think that Green might be the guy from the casino.
Yeah.
We've got the poison.
I guess we just try to talk to it. Maybe we'll get more information.
Yeah, maybe we'll have an opportunity to...
26A.
Although maybe showing him poison would be a bad idea because he's like, you.
All right. I know nothing of your murderer, you tell the Revenant, but at once its eyes return to the sculpture on the library table. With the hideous stare removed, your muscles relax. You had no idea you were so tense. But where you worked to avenge a murder, I worked to prevent 100,000 more. Oh, wait, sorry. Where you worked, that's me. But where you worked to avenge a murder, I worked to prevent 100,000 more. Help me and achieve your peace by... But the Revenant pays no attention. When you admitted knowing nothing that could help it, you cease to exist in its world. It scrutinizes the sculpture, a delicate abstract in metal, as though somewhere in the curves its killer's features are engraved. You have seldom felt so alone. It murmurs to itself while picking up the sculpture and examining it. Green, brown eyes, pupils contracted to points, the width of a pinhead with bright sunlight reflecting on his cheeks from snowdrifts in my camp clearing. Pocked cheeks, Green. The haggard traveler runs wrinkled fingertips over the lines of the sculpture, a kind of caress. Its monologue continues. Green said, Perel wants you to rethink, do more work for him and not the competition. Green said, Perel, absolutely, Perel, and not the competition, Green said, and one corner of his upper lip, curled up to expose 4 upper teeth, yellow with receding gums. Or it will go bad for you, he said, the Green, bad. In explosive fury, the Revenant crushes the sculpture. Its fingers press into the metal as though it were wax. In a moment, it is a wreck. Yet the Revenant has not even looked at it, so preoccupied is it with memory. You cannot look at the sculpture now. As spooky as this figure is, you sympathize with the murder victim.
That was like I guess looking at the sculpture was something you could have done.
All right.
Oh.
If you had like fought him instead of...
Yeah.
It would seem a little weird for them to destroy a Staff of Waterdeep piece, though. So I don't think that was something to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As spooky as the figure is, you sympathize with the murder victim. You are unable to remember anything, while the Revenant remembers too well. Why did Green kill you, you ask? No reply. The Revenant strides towards the door of the library. It strikes you that it must have been handsome in life. Now that the appeal has died with its life, replaced by such awful purpose that matters of good and evil hardly seem relevant. Your curiosity cannot be satisfied until you make the Revenant speak with you. If you try, go to 27A. Otherwise, the Revenant leaves without a glance in your direction. Dead as you are, you almost shiver. No wonder the other dead did not interfere in the library. You may look around or leave. We should run ads.
Yeah.
It's been an hour.
Let's do that, and then we'll be back to
We'll be right
deal
back.
with this Revenant guy.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know why I decided to bite down on this throat lozenge at that point. Hello, welcome back to Dice. Man,
That was
good
the
thing I'm
cue
cute.
for us to go online, not the
Yeah.
cue for you to eat.
Yeah, he's like 3, 2, 1. I was like, it's time to bite.
Yeah, chomp.
Yeah. All
Ah,
I'm
how
just gonna get
refreshing.
through. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm cute. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, welcome back to Dice Friends. We are still playing through Night of the Living Dead. We have found a Revenant, and if you're unaware, Revenants are fucking weirdos. Okay. Justifiably so, though, right? You know, you can't make a revenant; they are created through spite.
Yeah, he's a little obsessed.
So, are revenants like the Twitter users with anime profile pictures?
Well, he's specifically. It's not just like I have unfinished business or I'm obsessed with the thing. It's specifically the guy who killed him or how he died that he's obsessed with.
I'll be right back. Please continue.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so I can chase after the revenant and be like, hey, you should come back here because we gotta talk. And, excuse me, sir, I wasn't done talking to you. I don't think that'll go too well, though. Can you come
I
back?
don't know. This guy does seem like the kind of guy that might not, he might get annoyed being bothered.
Yeah.
And this seems like the kind of guy who can go to be like, I don't care about you. You're not part of my thing. To like, I must kill you. Like,
Yeah, I'll talk to him. What's the worst that could happen, right? I die? I'm already dead.
It's true. What is he going to do?
What are you going to do?
you-
Stab me? I might help you find Greem, you tell him. It was heading for the door, but at your words, the victim turns on the spot and shines its glare on you once more. You tense, and again, an image flashes into your mind from its eyes. A bloodhound, tracking at a dead run, bang to the sky as the trace freshens. What do you know of Greem? It asks. If you tell me of yourself and why he killed you, I can learn something about him. Then I might guess where Greem may be found. You visualize the wheels turning in its mind, spinning like flywheels. That is true, says the Revenant. Greem, a henchman of several, including Perel, art merchant. I created art for Perel, earning him much money, then decided to ally myself with other dealers. So Perel sent Greem, who wore a black worsted wool tunic with 2 coffee stains at the throat, and black wool peg-top trousers that bagged slightly above the boots to kill me 16 days and 9 hours ago in the snowy hills north of the city. What do you know of Greem? A moment. What kind of art did you create? A long pause. I do not remember. Unimportant. What do you know of Greem?
I made satirical portraits of Greem.
Erotic in nature. But tasteful.
Tasteful, you know, and I hide the penis, it's fine. It's completely, it's very good. Sometimes I put the banana in front of it, it's very... Did you have a family? I do not remember. What do you know of Greem? You almost say nothing, but then the Revenant would ignore you again, thinking you offer an idea. Merchants such as this Perel often cater to rich clients in the North Ward. If Perel is rich, he might even live there or in Seaward. Greem might be with him, but the city is to be destroyed unless... Where is the North Ward? Disconcerted.
North?
You give him directions. Do you feel guilty at giving this avenger a possible clue to its prey? No. You consider and decide not. If the Revenant destroys its murderer, that would be simple justice. You have recalled having fought for justice in your life, though the cause still may elude you. Will you volunteer to guide the Revenant to Northward? You should not do this unless at least an hour of time remains in your mission. You can let it go while you remain in the library, or you may let it go and then leave yourself. Do I let it go?
When you went to the North Ward, wasn't there a thing that was like if you have somebody with you right now?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
That's true.
Right.
Well, I mean, I think we just do it because we know where to go.
Yeah, like maybe we'll get to a place that isn't one of the 2 places we were able to get to before.
That'd be
Yeah,
interesting, too.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm okay with being an accomplice, right? That's essentially what this is. I mean, we're gonna fucking murder this guy, right? And yes, absolutely. Oh, okay. Well, as long as we're both clear, right?
Yeah. As long as, I'm one of God's chosen, so.
And he's gonna be asleep too.
That's even worse. Yeah, man. Jeez. Aiding and abetting. Yeah. He said to blade, which means to bluff.
I don't know what the difference between aiding and abetting is. They're always
I don't know
together.
either. Is there a
Can
difference?
you
Is it
abet
just the same
things
word
without
twice?
aiding them?
Yeah. Can I just be guilty of abetting? Abetting what?
Anyway. So 57.
No, it's a good question. Yeah, let's go to 57B. Let's go back to the North Ward. 57B. When you offer the Revenant your help, it accepts it without thanks, as though finding Greem is all that is important to anyone in the world. Lead me to the North Ward, it says, where Perel maintains his gallery, where Greem may be. Its intensity of purpose carries all before it. You have no chance to look at anything in the library before you go. Mark off the time you spent visiting there. You venture out to the palace towards North Ward with the Revenant stalking behind. It never looks around. It shows no interest in the scenes of wreckage as the undead sack every home. Its only goal is to stay 5 steps behind you as you walk across Waterdeep.
Could you be like, hey, that lich over there actually is named Greem.
Yeah.
That guy's Greem. I'll fucking kill him.
Yeah, he might look different, but that's totally Greem.
It's totally Greem. You march along the street of silks past shops, cafes, and theaters. Crossing the huge open marketplace in the center of the city, you turn past a pottery booth and see a deserted puppet stage. By day, children sit here on long wooden benches and watch actors, lineal descendants of those benches, leap and gyrate as though the strings on their shoulders and ankles did not encumber them in the least. With the Revenant steadily behind you, its quest for vengeance driving you on with an almost physical pressure, you suddenly feel like those marionettes. The streets rise gradually, but the effluvium has had no trouble flowing uphill toward North Ward. The old money district's prosperous homes are among the hardest hit in town, no doubt because their pampered residents can afford magic in plenty. The stately buildings of this area make no impact on your undead perceptions. You could not perceive their beauty even were you in the mood. I knew it was coming.
Now you're not. It's not only that you're undead and can't perceive it, but not only are you undead, but you're also not in the mood.
I got a headache. Stop trying to make me perceive beauty.
I want to see beauty right now.
Yeah, I'll do something else. But the people lying exposed on the streets are hanging out of windows or sprawled in shops. These life auras are beautiful to you. You resolve afresh to save the city. The Revenant cares nothing for the city, save for that part of it containing Greem. You reach the part after an hour's walk from the palace. Mark off the time now. You think to head towards a gallery you recall, but as you near it, the Revenant halts. "Hold!" it cries in a strangled voice. "He is near. Greem, with hair the color of dried brown grass. Greem, I sense him." Seeing the Revenant's eyes, you are struck this time by the most fearsome vision yet. A huge black dragon spreads its bat-like wings, the air rushing in beneath them with gusty sounds, its eyes smoldering red, its claws glinting like obsidian. The dragon rises ponderously into the air, flying toward some close destination. The vision ceases as the Revenant barrels off down a cross street. You manage to keep up in sight, unable to comprehend how it senses its quarry.
He
But
got
you remember,
stabbed, right?
Yeah.
Greem isn't a dragon.
yeah. I hope Greem's a dragon. That'd be great. Just a dragon holding a fucking knife. Hey, you come back to get stabbed again or what?
Yeah, he kept like explaining in super detail about like the clothes he was wearing and what how
Poison
he
on the
looked,
knife.
the position of the knife and all this stuff, and then it's just like, you didn't mention that he was also a dragon.
No, it's unimportant. Okay, unable to comprehend how it senses quarry, but you remember that this is the nature of revenants. They hunt their murderers across oceans and burning deserts, if need be, tracking them through some seventh sense. It lunges through a doorway. Over it, you note a hanging sign depicting a mermaid flop gracelessly across a wet rock. Following the revenant, you enter the Gentle Mermaid gambling hall.
It's totally the two guys.
Yeah.
Go to 62A. All right.
If this was not like a book and this could be actually like dynamic, then this probably would be done a little differently.
Yeah. If you have been to the Gentle Mermaid before in this adventure, stop reading here and go to is there a thing like if you're accompanied?
If
is
there's
anyone with you? Yeah, go to 146A. Okay.
All right.
46A.
146A. You see a blur of motion, and by reflex, you speed your perceptions to match. The Revenant is hurling towards a back table where 2 men lie asleep. Even unconscious, they look suspicious to you. Huddled at the darkest side, or darkest table they could find, the pouch and many coins that are scattered on the floor must have been passing between them under the table, dropping where the men fell asleep. A covert payment, obviously. The Revenant reaches these men far ahead of you. Even with speed and senses, you only move at a normal rate. You feel you are swimming through air as thick as gelatin. When your undead companion speaks, you fall back to normal perception. Greem! It shouts, just standing there before the unconscious men, just standing there like, Greem! Finally!
Our battle will be legendary!
Stabs you in the face. Vengeance! Excellent. That was so satisfying. Its scream is not the telepathy of the undead, but a real voice, hoarse and as dry as desert sandstorm. Awaken and face your victim, Greem! Your victim, and now the instrument of your fate! Wake up! Why won't you wake up?
This is very unsatisfying.
It grabs one of the...
Come on!
I'm monologuing here, you dunce. It grabs one of the 2, a tall, thin man with a sword at his belt. The Revenant grabs him by the throat, one-handed, and lifts him high overhead. Its fingers clench. The unconscious man begins to gag. Watching the drama play out before you, you think of your own role. You led the Avenger here, thinking you served justice. Given a Revenant's uncanny ability to trace its killer, this probably is indeed the murderer. But is being killed in one's sleep fair retribution, or savagery perpetuated? Tough call, says the Weasel. Don't expect me to help. You remember serving justice in life. You cannot tell what would serve justice now. Will you watch, allowing the Revenant to kill this man, or try to stop it? All right, so 78. I'm not even going to discuss this. I don't give a fuck.
Well, it's like, if you weren't planning on standing there watching him kill the guy, why did you bring him here in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, why decide now that you're like, well, I used to be a paladin? Keyword, used to be a paladin.
I thought you guys were going to talk this through when he woke up.
Yeah.
This is the old, making the moral choice on the boss fight thing. When you've already killed 500 minions.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah, you know what? I'll let you live. It's like, really? You're going to let him live?
All right. So we're like, yep, go ahead, kill this guy.
Yeah, go ahead. 78. I don't give a fuck.
70A.
Go ahead, take away my paladinship. The dull crack, like the snap of a support beam in a temple wall, tells you the assassin's neck has broken.
So specific.
The Revenant drops him.
Why is that a different sound than like any other support beam sound?
Yeah.
Anyway.
The Revenant drops him, and you watch his life aura fade and die. Justice has been done, you assume, but life, precious life, has been wasted. But that life took another's life itself. Thoughts chase one another in your mind. You cannot resolve the conflict here. You shut the thoughts away for now. The Revenant stares down at the body. The monster's searchlight gaze inspects every inch of the victim as if assuring itself that no part of its killer remains unpunished. Its head rears back, and it delivers a cry such as you have never heard, an exultant roar that brings a new image to your mind, a hurricane, lightning after its assault on the mainland. Then the Revenant's eyelids fall slightly, and its whole posture changes. Limp now, it looks at you. Its eyes bring no new image. They show no emotion, no hope. The eyes are of the dead. So it is done.
Yes.
It says, the world is reduced by the weight of one more spirit. Have I remained in agony so long for this pointless reward? Looking down on the murdered man like a spouse upon his departed mate, the Revenant quietly dissolves. Robes, bones, and flesh resolve into a fine powder. It covers the dead man like a shroud. The eyes go last. You contemplate the tableau. The Weasel says simply, yo. Yikes. Oof. Yeah, oof.
Big
Doofa. So I guess that's it.
That's it, hey? We just caused a man to die, and that's it. And we're just like, all right.
We just like wasted an hour or two doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hey, justice was served, right?
Yep.
We're going back to 108G.
108G. Like we'll just work our way all the way back to the library. Eh? I mean, now we know that the.
Well, we can go to 82A and just head back to the castle ward, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we can just go back to the castle ward, go back to the library. And...
Yeah. 41A. And then we will go... We went to the library, right?
Yeah. The library and the
38A.
palace. Yeah.
All right. If you've been here before, stop reading here and go immediately to 100E. Okay.
30 something A.
We have to go to 100E.
100E.
The Revenant is gone, and that was the cue for the rest of the undead to demolish the library in search of magical devices. Nothing remains intact. What a disaster. You hope that, should the city survive... Oh, we just fucked ourselves. I think there was a piece of the staff of Waterdeep here, right?
Ah.
Well, I mean, the Cerebral Kill said there was only one piece, right?
It thought there could be more.
There could be more.
Maybe. But
maybe.
Okay, well, I mean...
Anywhere else we can go?
We can go to the castle proper, 119G. Oh, we really shouldn't have helped that Revenant kill that fucking man.
Yeah. Who would have thought that helping the guy kill somebody would end up being bad for us?
Me sowing? Fuck yeah, let's fucking go, Revenant, hell yeah! Me reaping? Oh, fuck. Fucking, I screwed up. That sucks, yeah. All right. So,
32.
yeah, well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions. Yeah, I guess we go to the castle, 32A.
Yeah. To be fair, we wouldn't, like, the exact same thing would have happened to the guy, and we wouldn't have had the problem if we had just, like, let him go off.
Yeah. Go off, King.
32 Alpha.
Oh, right.
There's art. Didn't we run into this?
Oh, weird.
Was it?
It seems familiar.
They made a staircase out of people?
Yeah, well, no, they're zombies.
Yeah, so they have more oomph to them than skeletons,
Yeah.
I guess.
Everyone knows skeletons can't climb ladders. Castle Waterdeep. In a world of teleporting wizards and flying steeds, it has never been breached. The walls, 60 feet thick in places, could stand without mortar. Dwarven stone maces cut 3-ton granite blocks with such precision that you cannot slip a fingernail between them. Now, Castle Waterdeep is cracked like a walnut. Under a dreary winter sky, the castle, once so lively, stands as silent as Mount Waterdeep itself. Dyed silk banners suspended from the high battlements to mark who knows what occasion now hang like burial cloths. 2 circular stone towers, 6 stories high, flank the entrance gate to Castle Waterdeep. The gate hangs open, one heavy door skewed on its lower hinge. Blast marks and the corpses of many zombies reveal the power of the ward that protected the door. Above, the perpendiculars of the iron portcullis barb end twist like taffy. These, too, took their price on undead invaders, but the Cerebral assures you that the enchantments are now dispelled. You enter. Inside, debris litters the ground. People lie everywhere, brought low by the effluvium. Yet, there appear to be no dead. It may be that the undead, intent on destroying the city and its residents in one swoop, do not bother with murder in detail. Next to one tower, inside the outer wall, are the castle stables. By the stables, a bizarre and grotesque sight paralyzes you. Perhaps warned by the ward on the gate, the undead who plunder the castle have avoided the tower doors. With the very bodies of their zombie troops, the commanders have formed a human staircase to the tower's second story. Coming down that staircase are skeletons bearing the body of a living guard. Is he dead? No. You detect a faint life aura. Zombies and skeletons are mindless undead. They require a commander, but you see no one else. You may go up the staircase into the tower, or leave, or look around as you wish. Do I just pretend that I'm a zombie to walk up?
Yeah.
You know?
Man. Sucks to be the guy like the zombie on the bottom of the zombie pyramid.
Yeah.
Stand on the right, walk on the left.
Yeah, I'll just go in.
You like
44.
go in and kind of like tip your hat to the zombies
Yeah.
or to the other skeletons who are coming out. Oh, this tough job, isn't it, fellow undead bad
Frank,
guys?
we're like punching in, you know?
Yeah,
We're punching into...
Hey, Frank.
Grizzly, though, the idea is you think ascending the staircase of human bodies is the safest way into the tower.
Where are we?
Perhaps more magical items await there. Stepping
44.
gently...
Okay.
Sorry, 44A. Yep.
Thank you.
Stepping gently on the yielding flesh of a boy, you rise by low strides towards the tower window. Some backs are as soft as dough, others bony ridged along the spine and ribs. Inside is a very large room shaped like a half a donut, taking up half the story of the circular tower. Smashed furniture and smashed wooden cases cover the stone floor. Guardsmen sprawl unconscious over the wreckage, and zombies and skeletons root through the litter. You can hear the zombies reciting their orders. Find magic, bring to master. Find magic. Some of the dead hold wands or bracers. Clearly these devices were intended as weapons in the event of an attack. Interested, you move towards them. You with the group? You with the group? Says a voice behind you. Twisting, you see no figure, but a wand floats in the air at your eye level. Your instinct is to attack, but that seems premature. I am with the group, you reply. The answer is not even false, for you are undead. And what are you? Name's Toby, says the invisible voice. Just along helping, toppling chests, throwing things around. Good at throwing. Watch. You have an instant to think. Poltergeist. Then the undead spirit tossed the wand at you. Grabbing at it by reflex, you are blinded by a flash of light. The wand and castle vanish, and you appear somewhere else.
Yeah! All right!
Mark off the time you spent exploring Castle Waterdeep if you haven't already, and assume exploring your new locale will require 1/2 hour.
38 seconds.
Where has the wand teleported you? Roll the die. Fuck. All right. Well, choose your own adventure books were a fucking mistake. Okay. Who thought that this was a good idea?
I like that this out of all the games we played, this seems to be your least favorite mechanic is random teleportation.
I fucking hate the random teleportation.
Out of all the games we played, this one has the least teleportation in it.
I know, and every time it happens,
Like, it's only
I'm
happened
gonna
twice so far.
I'm gonna be fucking upset every time.
Does it teleport you to Castle Waterdeep? I mean, Fan Clock says it could teleport you to Castle Waterdeep.
Which one's Castle Waterdeep? 40. It's not 42A, right?
32A.
No, it's not one of the options.
It's 38A. Oh, okay.
38A is the palace. So.
All right. 11.
68. 68A.
Can't believe we got teleported. This game is horseshit.
The Dragon Tower of the Wizard Merrill. Ooh.
Oh,
That sounds fancy.
Oh, we've been here.
Have we?
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. The Dragon Tower of the Wizard Merrill is aptly named. Its high stone peak is carved into the shape of a dragon's head. A green dragon, you judge with your experienced eye. Merrill, a clever and stylish man, has had the tower engineered so that its chimney flues pipe into the dragon's head, and smoke continually issues forth from the dragon's nostrils. 13 narrow, steep steps lead up to the tower's main door, about 10 feet up the tower's wall. The heavy wooden door, with a foot-wide steel knocking ring upon it, is still in place. No undead has managed to penetrate its defenses. Yet. But at least one tried. On the steps lie two men. On the steps lie two men.
On the steps lie two men.
Rather, two corpses that had been men. One is unmistakably a zombie, the dirt of its grave still fresh upon its crotches. Oh, crotches. All right,
Many
Adam, less horny. Yeah. One is unmistakably a zombie, the dirt of the grave still fresh upon its clothes and skin. Its skull has been crushed by blows from a heavy instrument. Mere feet away lies the other corpse, a guard. Heavily armored, he must have been fearsome in life. In death, he still holds the morning star with which he must have destroyed the zombie. How had he remained awake with the effluvium washing over the city? Or had the zombie attacked before the effluvium was released? Pedestals flank the staircase, and atop each is a gargoyle statue. At least, you hope they're statues. There is no telling what you may find at the home of a wizard. but you know they're not true gargoyles. You sense no life in them. On the railing to your right, a cat, ordinary, living, lies unconscious, felled by the effluvium.
Oh.
Overhead, perhaps hoping to feed on it, flies a bat. A vampire bat, of course. It circles and circles, not descending.
Cat
You may
bat.
leave if you wish.
If they're both mammals,
Yeah.
why is the bat still awake?
Well, it's above the effluvium, I guess.
It's above.
I guess.
Yeah, it's in the air, Beej. It operates on a 3-dimensional plane.
Like, at least you hope they're statues. No telling what you might find in the home of a wizard. You know they're not true gargoyles. They're actually grotesque.
Is that true? Can you tell? Does a gargoyle have a life force? I figured when a gargoyle was just stone, it's just nothing. There's no. Do gargoyles have souls?
Are we talking in D&D or in reality?
I don't know. D&D, I guess, because it's Faerun.
Like,
well, I mean,
in
reality? Wait,
in D&D,
do
gargoyles
gargoyles
don't-
exist and you've been fucking holding out on me, Paul? You know about gargoyles?
Gargoyles in D&D, gargoyles don't like turn to stone or anything. I think they're just like big monsters that
Yeah,
are,
they just
that
chill.
are gray and chill out on buildings.
It's not like Gargoyles, the cartoon show, right? Where they go turn to stone during
No,
the
I
day?
don't think so.
I thought that's how all gargoyles operated. Haven't you seen the documentary Gargoyles? Yeah, actually I have. That's what I'm basing my information off of.
That's the whole series is on Disney Plus. I actually watched a bit of it recently.
Nice.
It still holds up. Pretty good.
All right, so guard, zombie, gargoyles, cat, tower door, torch. I think I will get yelled at if I don't pick the cat immediately.
Yeah.
So we did
All right.
come here, not like when we played this like way back.
Oh, I don't
Apparently we
remember
did
what
come
happened here, so
it was the previous playthrough.
I have no idea what happened here, Paul. So
All right,
I guarantee
I don't
went for
remember
the cat
either,
first
but-
last time too.
probably
Where are we going?
47.
47C.
47C.
C for cat.
So, very good, Paul. Man, you've been working on your letters. I'm very impressed.
There's also a bat. B for bat.
Damn,
G
it's
for
you
gargoyle.
Yeah.
I haven't done that. I haven't done that unit yet.
Okay.
No, he hasn't got that far. Come on, Beej.
All right. All right.
Jesus. Can we just all learn at our own pace, please? You don't have to rush everybody just because you feel like you're farther ahead than everybody else.
Actually, literally how I spent all of grade 1 was reading stuff from the 3rd grade because they're like, fuck, he's done already. Find him something else to do. He needs to stay quiet.
Problem is, you just kind of stopped at that 3rd grade. You know,
Yeah,
you just kept reading as you know. It's like
That's where all the really good books are. I mean, shit.
it's grade 11 now. You got to stop reading the 3rd grade stuff.
No, but I love
will
Judy
not.
Bloom. God damn it.
Hey, Judy Bloom fucking rules. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
good. All right. Sleeping uneasily on the railing is an ordinary cat. Its collar bears a brass tag reading, Frethian. Return to Marl, Dragon's Tower, Seaward.
Oh,
You
okay,
bring the
we're in Seaward.
emaciated head close to the cat, and it starts to sneeze. You quickly take it away. Familiar, it says, and sneezes again. Does it breed contempt? The weasel skull asks. Will it awaken? Is it dangerous? Will not awaken. Not dangerous. Oh wait, that's
Cerebricule.
Cerebricule.
Yeah.
Man, jeez. Okay, wait. Familiar. I'll do this again just because. All right. Familiar, it says, and sneezes again. Does it breed contempt? The weasel skull asks. Will it awaken? Is it dangerous? Will not awaken. Not dangerous. Can you tell me more about its magic? The Cerebricule tries sniffing again, but sneezes overcome it. The cat is useless to you. Vince McMahon would fire the Cerebricule.
Right. Well, for all that sneezing.
This Cerebricule will never work in the
This is-
business, you know?
This is not a magical cat.
Yeah.
It's just a cat.
Look at his tiny head.
It's- tiny head means small brain.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
can
Well, you
use
look around.
that. Sign him to a
Like,
contract.
a disembodied head would be tough to do. Like, there's a lot of wrestling moves that wouldn't work too well.
I would say
Yeah.
maybe just headlock.
Yeah. Put it in the headlock. All right. Will you look around further? Yes, I will. 68A. Wow. Even in fantasy books, cats are fucking useless. Fucking gosh, your asses. Man. Yeah, as a cat, never.
After all of the things that Adam has said, that's
Yeah,
the thing
that's the one.
That's the one
Yeah.
that turns chat against you.
I literally called you a bunch of idiots fucking 30 seconds in, and that nobody was like, hey! I say one thing about a cat being useless, and like,
A fictional cat.
yeah, a cat, a familiar, a fucking magical cat that doesn't exist and will never exist. But that's the line, all right? Guess we have to cancel Adam now. You know what? I'm surprised it's taking this long. If I'm being honest. All right, so I choose. I feel like the gargoyles are going to be nothing, right?
Yeah, you're probably right. So it's worth talking to him.
Well,
But,
you
Paul-
didn't sense any life from them, so they're not like living gargoyles. They could be, magical somehow, but
Yeah, rub their beards.
they're kind of freaky looking gargoyles, actually.
Weirdly, like I don't know how I'm supposed to. How am I supposed to hold it?
Have you seen a lot of like cuddly, affirming gargoyles? Like they're freaky looking. Yeah, that was kind of the
But
point. I would assume.
I mean, just they don't look like typical gargoyles, I guess.
All right, let's check out the gargoyles. Fuck it. Okay. I need to know. 155C. If these gargoyles teleport me, I'm closing this book and I'm never coming back.
All right, quick end to the stream then.
Yeah. You hold the cerebral up to one of the gargoyles. You never know. It may come to life and attack. You seem to recall many such episodes from life. Or hardly found a statue that didn't feel like getting out and about, said the weasel. One sniff and the shrunken head drones. Statue. Another long sniff. Was once alive. Very, very long ago. Very great wizard captured it. It's dead now. There's no way to bring back. Rotten luck, puts in the skull. No mighty creatures to help you. You're on your own. I've got you, you sigh to yourself, and your eyes still on the gargoyles. Determined, you bring the cerebral to the other statue just in case. Same. It says. Wow. Thanks, book.
Oh shit, Siri won't even do that for me.
Yeah.
I just like that they are stone gargoyles that come to life and attack people.
Yeah.
But these stone gargoyles that come to life and attack people happen to be dead.
Yeah,
They're dead.
dead now. Turn the statue.
Okay, I'm gonna check out. God, why is the torch? I gotta check out the torch. 117C.
There's like torches on either side of the
Yeah.
door.
117C.
If you haven't yet investigated the guard, stop reading here and go immediately to 47B. If you've already okay, well, 47B. Okay. Stop what you're doing. You approach the unliving guard, and with a scrape of metal armor on the stone steps, he rises gracefully to his feet. You have no time to feel surprised. You sense no life in the guard's body. As he rises, you get a good look at his face, and that reveals the answer to some questions. This guard is not alive and never was. Its features have never shown emotion. Its eyes never lighted with sentiment. It's a construct, says the weasel. Seaward's not the zone for these things, is it? Arrest it for operating without a permit. Then, there is no more time for your subconscious humor, let alone civic duty. You must dodge the murderous morning star that the construct is swinging it right at you. The wizard Marl must have commanded the construct to attack anything that approached. Find the construct statistics. Okay, you know what? I'm done with the pretenses of battle. I give this thing the fucking boots. It's over.
All right.
I give it a magic bean. It fucks off.
You can
There.
light it on fire.
At least roll the dice at least once.
All right. I'll tell you what. If I roll between a 1 and a 12, I win.
Ooh.
Shit, look at that. Fuck, amazing. I mean, does anybody really want me to, like, sit here and roll the combat? Is that important to you?
I mean, I think it's fun to just watch you take like shot after shot sometimes, but also I think but also you've been really good at just like, oh, they miss, oh, I hit, oh, they miss, oh, I hit, and it's like, yeah, it's
Like, are
it's
you telling
okay.
me that the combat is a reason that you watch these streams? You're like, man, the combat, very gripping.
Unless
You
at
know?
the end of any round you can try calling a truce with the construct.
ooh.
Unless we could either go to 50D, which is you trying to call a truce, or 92E, which is when you've defeated it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
But I mean, like, we
think?
roll dice in other situations. Like, if it's a random thing where I like pick it, but it's just like combat, it's just like it's nothing. It doesn't.
Yeah, the combat, it's like it's either you win or you die, right?
Yeah, it's just
and
like,
we're not
what am I
gonna
gonna
do-
die? And if I die, like, see, the thing is like if I die, I'm just going back to the previous entry, right?
Yeah.
So really, the whole fucking process of going through the combat is just us doing pointless busy work. It's like when your boss shows up and you like got time to lean, you got time to clean. Fucking, I'm just rolling dice because the show is called Dice Friends, and my boss is here. And if I don't reach the required amount of dice rolled, then I'm probably gonna get fired. Okay? But sometimes you got to make a stand for yourself, all right? And I'm sick of getting bullied into these boring ass combats.
By
Okay.
me?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
totally.
You don't have to. I never said you had to do the combat.
On the other hand, you will roll for anything that's not technically combat, like when you attacked the door and died.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, and that
I
was.
think that's a fair exchange, I think.
It's also like these books in particular. Like that was one of the fighting fantasy books, which is I feel like has a little bit different feel to it.
Yeah. I
where-
just don't think it's that fun
Yeah.
to
I
watch
don't
for
think-
anyone.
Yeah, I think you are totally fine with that.
Yeah.
I like how we've spent the last like 30 seconds agreeing with each other and we're still arguing about it. Like,
So
yeah.
the only question is, do you want to try calling a truce with it, or do you want to just kill it?
Time out.
hell yeah. Hell
Fucking
yeah.
hit me once and I was like, oh, that hurt. Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Well, I could just fucking ice it and then just move on. I don't think calling a truce is going to do anything because it's a fucking construct. It doesn't have feelings, right? It's like my dad.
Oh, but you can outwit it with logic, like your dad.
Facts.
I've never met your dad. I have no idea.
Yeah. Wow. You participate in stonework. Interesting. You know. Interesting construct. Yeah. All right. I just kill it. I'm just gonna move on. I guarantee you calling a truce is not gonna mean anything.
Where do
All
we
right.
go?
92E.
92E.
Destroyed with facts and logic. The construct is a worthy opponent, but it feels no emotion. You, driven by a desperate desire to save the city and its inhabitants, don't allow yourself to fail. The construct collapses on your sword. No blood marks its passing. Searching its body, you find a key at its belt. A key with a head shaped like a dragon's upper body and wings. Okay, hold up. Why does the construct need a key?
So
It just stays outside the whole time, right? It never comes inside. It doesn't get breaks. It's a fucking construct.
Constructs might want to have breaks sometimes.
Or what? It might need to like go inside to change it with another construct that's inside.
Yeah, but
It's a-
does the construct itself go in there? Or does the wizard come out and get it? You know?
Yeah. I mean, maybe the wizard never leaves his tower.
Yeah.
He's a shut in. He's a hikikomori.
Maybe it let people inside? I guess, maybe. But I thought like constructs were like you could give them one command and they followed that one command. Right? They
Like a
weren't like you
golem?
can't just tell them a bunch of things. They're not a thinking they don't have a soul.
I think you
They
can
don't
give
have
them
a
a few.
brain.
I think you can, they can be a little more complicated than just like stand here.
Like they're programmed.
Yeah.
Or maybe if the wizard like goes out and gets drunk and forgets his keys and comes back, like the construct is basically like the rock on the front thing that like you put the key under.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Except it's a
when
rock
you-
that will fight back.
When you said or maybe, I was fucking there was a part of me that wanted you to be like, or maybe you could just shut the fuck up about the construct and just read the fucking book. I was praying that that's where that was going because I would have fucking lost my mind.
Or
Or you
maybe
could just stop and get to fucking work.
maybe
You know?
maybe the construct needs a key so he can get inside and make love to the wizard.
It has one command, and that is
See,
to fulfill.
sometimes this is why you shouldn't wait for me to say oh maybe.
Yeah. I just- All right. Searching his body, find a key. A key with a head, blah, blah, blah. The shrunken head shows no interest in it, but you find that the key fits in the lock on the Dragon Tower's door. What now? If If you wish to turn the key and enter the tower, turn to 129E. If you'd prefer to look around a little first, turn to 68A, but mark 129E on your bookmark and go directly there when you're ready to enter the tower. If you just wanted to defeat the construct, you simply leave. Yeah, if you just wanted to fucking kill this thing and leave. All right, you know
Eat
what?
shit!
I don't need to know what's in the tower. Fuck you. Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe the construct was like part of the wand. Turns out, no. I just wanted to prove that I'm awesome.
I like when the wizard was programming the construct, but accidentally knocked over something over, and the reaction of "fuck" was caught in the
In the programming, yeah.
Okay, we'll only fuck. All right, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, 129E. Let's go in. This is the worst. There's no way this is gonna end well for me.
What a weird mod drawn. All right, where are we headed? What?
129E.
129E.
All right, you enter through the doorway and find yourself in a large antechamber or waiting room that is broad, round, and lighted by torches and wall sconces. The torches look like the ones outside. Several heavy wooden doors, all closed, lead from the room, and an open staircase climbs upward. You hear something. Sneezes sound explosively from within your armor. Much
Gross.
magic, complains the cerebricule. Too much. Smell it everywhere. Achoo. It looks like he said it, you know? It didn't
Yeah.
Achoo. You take a turn around the room with the overwhelmed shrunken head. Between sneezes and gasps, at each door, it has the same message. Deadly warding magic. Open it, kills you. Stay away. But it has no such warning concerning the staircase. And even from here, you hear an eerie humming noise coming from somewhere upstairs. Will you go upstairs or leave? Well, I mean...
I'm really bummed it doesn't have, do you open the door?
I really would have liked to open the door.
And it's just like, you open the door and there's just like one word.
You open
like,
the door.
It kills you. We just told you that.
You die. You're an idiot. Actually, do us a favor. Light the book on fire, because a moron like you will never finish this book.
You are not allowed to start again.
Oh, man.
Sell the book to somebody. Just give it away.
Please, just give it away. It'll never get done.
All right.
Something about this dragon... Sorry?
You're going up the stairs?
72A, yeah.
Thank you.
Something about this dragon tower makes you uneasy. You recall no evil reputation clinging to Merrill the wizard, yet there are fatal ward spells on most of the doors and unliving guardians on the steps out front. Not very hospitable, even by wizardly standards, you think, as you ascend the stairs. We're fucking breaking and entering. Like, what do you expect?
That's supposed to be hospitable to people breaking into your house.
Yeah, I had to make love to your construct to get in here.
You know what today's missing? A little bit of B&E, boys. Let's fucking go.
All right.
Yeah. At the top, an open room, and you recoil, automatically assuming the battle stance. You get only a glance at the strange glowing symbols on the wall and the plush furniture, for there is a figure here unlike you have ever seen. His shape is more an absence of matter than a presence, for you can see right through him into what looks like another world. The negative space figure flickers and hums, but has not moved. A guardian?
Diffy.
Will you attack the figure, watch alertly and wait, approach the figure, leave, or ignore the figure, and look around?
I like that it's holding that position.
Forever trapped and just like...
That would be, I bet that would look super cool in motion.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's make a movie, but only for this one scene. The rest of the movie will suck, but this scene will be fucking awesome. You know?
Oh, you did.
I don't think talking to it's gonna fucking do anything, but
Like reading Eye of Vecna. Wait, no, Eye of Argon? What am I thinking of? Eye of Argon. Anyway.
What are you talking? Eye of Vecna is an actual D&D
Yeah,
thing.
Eye of Argon is what I'm thinking of. Sorry.
Yeah,
It sucks. It's a terrible story, but you get to like the climax of the story, you're like, oh my god, it's getting really exciting now all of a sudden, and then it just doesn't end. It just stops.
Oh.
Yeah.
It just stops. Okay, I'm done.
The guy never finished writing it, so.
So yeah,
the artist died of a heart attack.
Chet says that we have been here before.
Have we? I don't remember.
I don't
remember
remember
like a
either.
goldfish Twitch chat.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that there's like a really good chance that something in this room is gonna teleport us somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. Should we run ads before we one last time, and then we can just cruise to the ending?
All right.
Well, not the ending of the book, but
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, we'll be right back. All right, let's get our asses teleported. I'm excited.
Oh no, Beej already has been teleported. He's just
He's gone.
left. He's just hair now. Like we
I
knew
am
it would
just
happen
hair now.
eventually.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, Beej, you get teleported, but a piece of yourself goes missing. Which piece is it?
Like of my whole body?
I don't know, it could be anything.
A piece of myself.
Could be your sense of humor. Could be an arm. Could be your like.
That's a big.
know?
It's a wide range.
It's a wide range. Just a piece of yourself, you know. And don't pick something easy like a finger.
Or like my crippling self-doubt.
No, we got to keep that.
Okay,
that's what makes
good.
you human.
Everybody needs a bit of that, don't they?
Yeah. Appendix, cowards.
Yeah, there. That's not bad. I don't know, 1.5 feet of my small intestine.
That's oddly specific. I like it. Yeah. How bad would that mess you up? You'd poop faster, wouldn't you? You'd be in and out.
Missing about 45 centimeters of my small intestine is just gone now.
They would need you need to want the other parts attached back together though. Otherwise, you've got
That is what I want. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
Just replace the piece of PVC piping.
I like the idea that like in the like there isn't in the world of magic like there isn't healing magic.
Yeah.
But they can it's like, oh no, your appendix is about to burst. It's either teleport your appendix out or teleport everything except your appendix over there.
Yeah.
And leave your appendix.
You know what? I'm going to prove you're all cowards. I lose my laugh.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You still
That's it,
find
it's
things.
gone.
You still find things funny, but you just don't
Yeah.
laugh in the same way.
I just can't laugh.
You just like, oh yeah, that's funny.
That would be really, really weird for me.
Yeah. I'd be like, wow, Beez, that was really funny, but you didn't laugh once. Yeah, I don't
But you know what happened.
The teleportation accident, it just
You remember
got rid
the
of it.
incident, and I'm kind of like, yeah, the incident. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. As you think about the 1.5 feet of your small intestine that is currently gone.
Instead of laughing, you just scream.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Wah! What am I, Wario?
Yeah.
Wah!
All right.
All right.
So let's look at the things in this room, and maybe we can sort them on a scale of likely to teleport.
Well, do we have to deal with this figure before we do everything else?
Oh yeah.
Because it's like, will we attack? Will we watch alertly and wait? Will we approach the figure? I don't think approaching the figure is going to do
Well,
shit.
we can ignore him and look around too.
That is also never a good idea. Never once in these books have we ignored something and got not immediately
Punished?
Immediately punished. Because remember, every time we tried to ignore an imp, it was just like, all right, fuck, are you sure?
Yeah, your peril.
Yeah, ignore it at your peril.
All right. Well, let's. So
I'm gonna watch alertly and wait. 46D.
Neat. That's a neat option.
The form goes. What? What are you looking at?
Yeah, stare at the
What are you
form.
looking at? It's weird. Stop being a weirdo, you little weirdo. Are you looking at my feet?
I'm looking at the essence of your feet. You don't actually have feet there, my dude. It's like,
I'm looking at the essence of your feet.
Just the foot-shaped hole in the universe.
All right. Better not to rush into anything in a wizard's home. You sense, eyes fixed on the figure, and wait. Or you tense, sorry. Eyes fixed on the figure and wait. The form flickers. The image inside it shifts to whirling bright lights and darkness. Then to wide flaming sky, accompanied by the sounds of burning and screams. After some moments, you decide that it isn't alive. To look at the figure more closely, go to 136B. Otherwise, return to 72A to look around. I guess I'll just look around and see if it happens to ignore me.
Remember there's a sweet Pixar short that's two figures that are have a day and night behind them.
Yeah.
and, like walk around and stuff. It's
Oh, really?
It was a cool effect because in theaters it was like 2D animation on like a plane with 3D stuff behind them.
Okay.
Anyway,
So left rune, center rune, right rune, chest on shelf, tall bottle, short bottle, mirror. Mirrors are just a vehicle for teleportation, so I'm not
Sure
fucking
are.
touching. They
Yeah.
sure are.
that's
Anytime.
I mean, famously, mirrors are good for teleporting. Things.
So mirrors number one, right?
Yeah.
That is guaranteed teleportation. Never touch that.
Unless that's what they want you to think.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not overthinking this. We don't touch bottles because, I mean, ass bottles are weird. We don't talk about those.
Mm-hmm.
There's chests on shelf and there's runes. Well, I mean, I feel like if I touch the chest, the fucking ghost is gonna stab me. You know, if I just get in there and just do whatever I want. Runes are magic and also magic and therefore teleportation.
That's my anti-theft system. Is what you do is you just take the chest and you put a little sign on it that says, "If you touch this chest, a ghost will stab you."
You're just like,
I gotta start looking for little post-its of that around the moon base.
if you touch this, the ghost will stab you. What was the thing that I was gonna say? I fucking forgot it already. What was the thing that they said earlier? Oh yeah, the fucking ghost must have killed all the good spellers.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I feel like at least one of the runes might teleport you too. Like the runes seem. It's like, oh no, I got teleported. Well, then why did you touch the rune that says teleport?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to 155E.
Okay.
We're gonna open this chest.
Open
Yeah.
chest? All right.
The chest is small, finely made of dark wood, and appears to be unlocked. But you are leery of magical traps in this wizard's den. You let the cerebricule sniff it to make certain. Magic inside. You ask if there are any traps, but it replies, non-magical. Not totally helpful. Will you open the chest or leave it? Well, I trust the cerebricule. It would never lead me astray, right?
Agreed.
124B. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me.
Non-magical trap.
When you open the chest, you hear a faint snapping sound. Wham! You get hit full in the face with a coarse white powder. Inside your armor, the cerebricule coughs. After a tense moment, you decide you're not going to fall over, at least immediately. So you pull out the shrunken head. Achoo! Ka-choo! Coughs the head. Poison. It's no good. Surprisingly, you relax. As an undead, you feel no effective poison. Tricky, that trap was not magical. You examine the interior of the chest. Inside is a small opalescent gem set in gold on a slender gold chain. Its glow marks it as magical. Protects against damage, says the cerebricule. In other dimensions. Positive material plane.
Oh,
hey, cool.
Oh boy, says the weasel. Just what I've always wanted. And now, why would Meryl need? Your eyes go back to the gate, where you see bright whirling lights, the positive material plane. You may take the amulet if you wish. It counts as a possession. Go to 136B to step through the portal, or take a look around.
That's where my character, where Dande went.
yeah.
In D&D, and you die.
Oh, really?
Plateau.
But in a really fun way.
Yes.
Wait, Dale killed your character?
No.
Sort of. He got better.
Paul killed his character. You have to understand, Dale didn't do anything.
It was a process, but like the positive material plane is basically like you get so
Full of good feeling.
So yeah, you get like basically too much positive energy will kill you just as well as too much negative energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. He killed, and then they brought me. Death in D&D is not actually that bad. You can get brought back to life.
Yeah, I find it hard in worlds like like D&D settings where it's like death is not the final step, right? Because there's resurrection. Obviously, it's expensive, and fucking Joe Schmo the farmer down the street isn't going to be able to resurrect anybody.
Yeah.
But for adventurers, as long as you got the fucking money, Khajiit has resurrections,
Yeah. The for adventure, there's the sort of the joke is that like adventure, like if you're running a campaign, adventurers don't care if you send out a big monster to kill them. But if you send out something that'll mess with their items, like a rust beast or something, that's the scary thing. They're like, oh no,
Or their levels.
Yeah.
Oh, F with my levels. I can't deal.
I'm
going to let me write this down. Paul hates it when you fuck with his items. Beej really hates it when you take levels away.
In Pathfinder,
you know what I would do, Beej? I'd be like, you wake up. You're level 2. You're like, what the fuck? I was level 4. I don't know what happened. Fuck you.
In the Pathfinder setting, there's a league of assassins, and part of the service is when you buy an assassination from them, they kill a person and then cast a spell on their corpse that lets them know if they ever come back to life, and they go back and kill them again.
Okay.
It's sort of a subscription service that you pay.
Yeah, like a warranty. Yeah.
It's like we guarantee this person will die, and if they come back to life, we'll kill them again.
That's really fucking funny.
Because otherwise, assassination doesn't really mean anything, right?
Can you imagine like beep 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 beep? What the fuck? They're alive again?
Yeah.
Let's go find them. Pull out their gun. All right. So, do I just want to go through the portal?
I mean, you have the amulet of protection, so it would seem kind of a waste to not use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I can't remember whether we did this before.
With an argument like that, 136B.
136B.
Yeah. It seems safe enough to let the shrunken head examine the figure. You hold it up and it sniffs one sniff. Dimensional gate, it says. Different views represent different places, other planes. What dimensions? The Cerebral sniffs for a long time while the views through the portal change in steady repetition. Dunno. 2 of them, but dunno.
Oh.
Travel through dimensions, alternate universes. Is there any greater adventure? You can hardly imagine where Meryl, who must have created this gate, would want to visit. Looking at the views the gate clicks through, you can tell nothing except that neither of them looks very inviting. Okay, so this book has not been goofy at all. If we step through this gate, are we going to end up in like fucking Peter Pan again? Or goddamn fucking gummy bears? Fucking, are we going to end up fucking just in the middle of He-Man? Fucking there's Man-at-Arms and fucking He-Man. And
I feel like there's a reasonably good chance that no matter what you do, you're dying.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like not dead, but either you're dead or like too much time has passed and now
everything is ended. Yeah.
Like you might be fine, but your quest will be destroyed.
Elemental plane of horse? The fuck does that mean? Wait, hold on.
That being said, I mean, the whirling bright lights is clearly the positive plane. The flame, it's like, why do we even have this door to the dimension of flaming sky, screams and sounds of burning?
Yeah.
Just to piss everyone off, maybe this is where I take my stance that our consequences should have actions, and now I won't go through it.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
Also, I like that you said
people love it when you waffle between consequences all the time and only do them when they work out for you. Yeah.
I like that you said our consequences should have actions,
which is very much in the effect and cause relationship there. That's good.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll go through. All right. So, travel through dimensions. Meryl created this gate. Looking at the views the gate clicks through, you can tell them nothing. You can tell nothing except neither of them looks very inviting. Don't go gallivanting off through the dimensions, says the weasel. You could be gone for hours, days. You have a job to do right here. Indeed, it is very risky. But if you wish to enter the portal, choose your moment and step through to one of the 2 universes. Where whirling bright lights or a flaming sky, screams and sounds of burning. Now, I know what you're thinking.
There's no way there's any parts. There's almost guaranteed there's no parts of the staff through here because they're all supposed to be like in Waterdeep, not in other dimensions.
I mean, like, obviously the whirling bright lights is the positive material plane, right?
I would assume so.
Logic dictates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think going to hell would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is definitely going to be like a quest over scenario, either one. But
Okay, well, if I think it's a quest over scenario, I honestly don't think it's the bright light one.
You want to go to the flaming whatevers?
Well, no, because I don't want to
Okay.
fucking die.
do you want to just see what happens, though?
Well, I mean, I'll go to 112C first,
Okay.
and then we'll see what happens.
Put down just to see what happens.
You step into the humanoid portal. It expands to accommodate your form. When you have brought your body entirely inside it, you shift to your destination, and light explodes around you. This is the positive material plane, a seething universe of heat and radiance. Do you have an amulet that protects you against damage here? If so, go to 75B.
Yay.
If not, the positive plane works its effect on you. All the atoms in your body achieve their maximum energy potential. You feel a surge of power that grows to overwhelming proportions. Within a second, you fall unconscious. Within 3 seconds, you explode brilliantly. Your venture is over.
Yeah.
You just fucking explode?
Yeah. Because
But
why
it's
not?
amazing.
Yeah. Okay, 75B.
It's like in that Treehouse of Horror where Bart and Homer eject themselves into space and they just kind of inflate and then with big smiles on their face and they explode.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck
Yeah.
sleeping after seeing that happen. Ah.
My character came back when they brought him back from the positive energy plane. He now had the ability to be turned like incorporeal and glowy and
Oh, that's
heal
sick.
people.
Wow.
And he was a monk already, so he's like goddamn Super Saiyan. He just jets around everywhere. It's pretty cool.
That's not fair. Yeah, you know when you like res your fucking teammate and he comes back stronger than before and you're like, what the fuck was I doing? Jesus, this sucks. Why does everybody get rewarded around here?
To be
Didn't you come
fair,
back
that is like a
shittier than
Saiyan
before?
thing. You know,
Yeah.
they die and come back and get more powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Meryl's amulet protecting you from certain destruction, you flip-flop in the maelstrom of positive material, grabbing for the gate. Pulling yourself partway through, you can relax long enough to view this deadly dimension with some composure. Everything in this universe reaches its maximum energy potential. A grain of sand would gather enough energy to demolish a mountain. There is no way anything solid, let alone living, can exist here. Back in Marl's quarters, you observe the bright lights of the positive plane. You remember hearing that some undead creatures derive their energy from the corresponding negative material plane. But seeing this half of the pair, you decide no intelligence in its twin dimension could be producing the conduits from that realm to this. You have heard that the negative plane is just as deadly as the positive. What then could funnel the negative energy of that universe into yours? Good question, says the weasel. Let's also spend plenty of time here deciding how many wagon wheels could fit in all 3 universes. That's just as important for our mission, after all. This weasel's an asshole.
Mm-hmm. We sure are.
You are wasting time. Wow, the book's an asshole, too. Why is
Secretly,
everyone
the
fucking...
weasel's actually you.
Yeah.
You're the asshole.
Yeah, I know the weasel's me, okay? God, do you all think I'm an idiot? You can answer this question truthfully. I need to know. Do you think I'm a moron? Okay? And you can tell. This is... Go ahead.
Yeah. But answer by telling him if he's the weasel or not.
All right.
Truthfully, sometimes yes. All right. Well, you know what? You weren't
All right,
supposed
so-
to answer truthfully, okay? Okay, that hurts. All right? You're at least entertaining.
All right, so
On
we
par.
so that was just kind of a dead end.
Yeah, sure was. I want to keep looking, though. 72A.
Okay.
All right, so we still got 3 runes, a couple bottles, and a mirror.
Love hurts. Yeah. Look, sometimes your inside thoughts just should stay an inside thought. You know? Doesn't always have to be puked out into the world. 106C.
I guess we could try that whole thing again and go into the hell portal, but I don't know if that's going to get us very far.
That won't get us very far. I don't think the portal is just like ah!
The other portal is
You
like,
know-
wow, this is actually a really nice place. There's just screaming all the time. So we're going to check out the tall bottle.
Yeah, the tall bottle. I thought you said tele bottle, and I'm like, What do you know that I don't know, Paul? You want to see the telebottle? Wait, what did you say? I said
did I
tall
say?
bottle. Tall bottle. Tall,
Bottle
very tall.
of potion of teleportation.
Yeah. All right. The liquid in the tall bottle is dark green, and when you tilt the bottle, it clings thickly to the side. Its smell is sickly sweet, not pleasant in the least. It's fucking fuck. Shit.
Antifreeze.
No! What's the name of that shitty cough medicine?
Oh, Buckley's.
Buckley's, yeah. All right, there. It's Buckley's. A sniff doesn't seem to bother the cerebricule. Very strong potion. Guaranteed cure. Cure? For what what malady? Warts. You almost laugh. An incredible feeling for an undead. You put the stopper on the bottle. Since you are immune to disease as an undead, the potion is useless to you. Of course, you may take the bottle if you wish. Yes. That's got to be used for something, right? Have we run into anything that had warts? We had the frog. The stuffed frog didn't do anything, though, right?
No.
No. Pretty
But
sure
at
this is
least
just like something you can give to people.
Yeah. Need more magic items to give to the 2 fighting garbage ghosts?
We just see the garbage ghosts. We're just throwing shit at. Fucking take it all. I don't want it anymore.
Beanbag.
Dump.
Yeah.
We just turn the bag over. Here, you fucking animals. Give me the staff.
Give me my staff.
Yeah.
It's my staff.
All right, 72A. Let's go back there,
All right.
and then we will.
Short bottle, and then we got all the runes.
Okay, 134E.
Short bottle.
Something about the consistency of the dark fluid in the squat bottle makes you think of blood. You hold it up to the light. It is indeed red. You open it and sniff, but you can't tell anything. But someone can. The rubbery face sniffs for a long time. Very, very strong. It says at last, powerful elixir. Magic. Is it human blood? Cerebricule sniffs again. Blood, yes. Not human. Potion heals constructs. Heals what? Constructs? Constructs. Also undead. Rub it on skin. Repairs damage. An excellent find, yet you feel disturbed somehow that Merrill makes so much trouble with the welfare of constructs and undead. You may
takes care of his minions.
Yeah.
yeah, like how is that a bad thing?
Yeah.
You may take the potion as a possession. Okay, we'll take that too.
It's construct massage lotion. Okay.
It's rubbing its thighs. This is getting weird. I don't like this.
I want to fuck a robot.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I guess I'm not gonna stop you. Right?
Why would you make a robot you couldn't fuck?
Why would you make a robot you couldn't fuck? Sometimes, Beej, I'm not sure. I don't know. I just don't know. Again, sometimes the inside thought just needs to stay. It just needs to rattle around in here, you know.
It's the problem with this whole, working from home thing,
Beej is too comfortable. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
We need to get him back in the office, and we need to be near each other so he doesn't feel fucking so awkward saying that, or he feels more awkward saying the stuff out loud.
Yeah.
That's
it. That's what'll keep this from happening.
You gotta rein this one in.
Is having a live audience next to me.
Well,
All right.
we got 3 runes and a mirror.
Fuck. The runes are never gonna be a good idea, right? But I'm gonna try them out anyway.
All right. Where are we headed?
Left rune, 153D. 153. I saw that art.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know what that's for. I want to see that. I think that might be the hell dimension. Seeing that art?
Which word?
Do you think that's... Go up. Scroll up. Right there.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Wild.
Yeah. Do you think that's the hell dimension?
That could be Hrunt, for all we know. Hrunt.
No, Hrunt's a fucking demi-lich.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, it could be the hell dimension.
That's a manga. Beej, is that a manga?
That's, yeah, it could be a manga.
Tag yourself. I'm that one down in the bottom right. Fucking let me out of here. It's cramped as shit.
I thought it was a bunch of boxes with faces in it. I didn't realize it was a grate.
Yeah, it's a grate.
Yeah.
All right, so 153D. The arcane rune is intriguing, but the cerebral can tell you nothing of its significance. However, it calls the glowing rune on the wall a teleportation mark.
No touchy.
Teleportation? Okay, our character's a fucking idiot. Teleportation, what does it do? Touch it, get transported to another place. Where? But this, the cerebral will not tell you. Will you touch the symbol? Keep looking. No, I'm not touching the fucking symbol.
So the only way is that if this teleports you like somewhere that you can't get to otherwise, right?
Yeah.
If
You
this
think it does?
Probably not, but that's the only thing. This is the only time they've warned you about a teleportation thing before it's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Good
So
point.
unless this is like teleports you to like the wizard's inner sanctum or something.
Yeah, if you own they just teleport you. Like, if you own the Fairy Mount of Dragonkind, open the adventure and start playing it fucking now. And I'm like, no, we're done. Never again.
But yeah, I think we probably don't want to touch it.
No. Okay, the Center Rune, 84D.
Same text.
Yeah. There is nothing familiar about the glowing symbol. You wish you could understand it. The Shribikil sniffs and declares, teleportation mark will teleport you to another place if you touch it. Teleport? Where? Don't know. Well, you touch the symbol. Okay.
So these are all just like teleportation things.
Oh, we
Yeah.
gotta see what the third one is, don't we?
Yeah. I mean, there's no way it's a third teleportation mark, right?
Well, if it is, then you know the mirror's safe.
Oh. Yeah. 124F. The Cerebicule sniffs the glowing rune for only a moment. Teleportation mark. It informs you. Transports you elsewhere when you touch it. It sniffs some more. Don't know where. Wow, that's statistically unlikely, isn't it?
Yeah.
All three?
Okay, so you have to go up to the wall and be like, touch all three at once.
Oh, yeah! Just smash yourself
What would
against
happen?
the wall.
Wouldn't you just get fucking ripped apart?
Probably.
How does it work?
All three runes just kick in and...
I feel like yeah, something very bad would happen.
Yeah.
The trick with magic is like the like nitty-gritty details of how it actually works is not usually thought about too hard.
No.
So
it's just kind of assumed that it works, right?
Right.
It's like it works because it's magic.
Yeah.
Which is like a fine explanation, right? It's just fucking magic. I get myself fucking 5,000 GP of crushed up diamonds for whatever reason, which is a weird flex, right? Like, the spell cost me fucking 5,000 gold that I could only use. I couldn't just like take a pile of gold pieces and just use that as the spell, right? It has to be specifically. Yeah. Why does it have to be such a specific, like, why is it 5,000 GP worth of diamonds? Is the spell gonna know? It's like 4,998?
It's like
no,
a certain weight of, like a certain volume of diamond is required to make it work, I guess.
Yeah.
I see.
I guess that makes sense, too. All right, let's check out the mirror and see what happens.
What page is that?
Well, we're going to 72A, and then 75F is the mirror. This hand's mirror glass is dark and apparently non-reflecting, but when you look in it, you cannot believe what you see. If you use memory trace A, go to 37D. If you're using B, go to 67C. Which one were we doing? A?
I think A?
I think we're on A. 37D. Pretty sure it's A.
I mean, we're probably going to get a memory trace out of this, so...
Yeah. You gaze in the mirror, see corruption, rotting flesh, rotted morals, the death of beauty, the beauty of unreachable death. This is the quintessence of unliving. You drop the mirror and shy back as though it were a dragon. You do not need the cerebral to tell you. This mirror reflects the worst aspects of the holder. Why would Marl want such a ghastly device, you wonder? The cerebral cannot answer this, but from your subconscious mind comes a potential explanation. Security, says the weasel. If the wizard was suspicious of someone, he'd tell them to look in the mirror, and then he'd know if they plotted against him. Then again, maybe he's just perverse. Maybe he's a pervert.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool to have a mirror like that. Hey, Beej, what do you see in there?
Oh,
I don't.
glad you asked.
Let me just check.
That would only work once, right? You wouldn't look in the mirror again after that?
Like be encouraged to look in the mirror a second
What
time?
if I was like, hey, Beej, before you answer this question, can you just look in this mirror for me? No.
Nice.
Oh, sick. I love
Yeah, I
mirrors.
forget.
Those are my favorite.
I forget which of these two guys we were this time.
I thought we were A.
Okay,
We're A. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people in chat were saying B. So
Were we the thin reedy one or the thin reedy one?
Were we Graham or Paul?
yeah, they are very. But I think we are the he's got the paladin thing. So
All right, so we're gonna keep the mirror. We can take it.
Nice.
all
So
right.
we've got another mirror. We're just loading up. We're just ransacking this wizard's tower.
Clunk, clunk.
Just throw it in the bag.
Still no parts of the thingy though.
No
No,
staff here.
I don't think. I kind of want to check out the hell portal though.
All right. Yeah.
So, because I need to know if that art is what we would find.
So we would have gone to 124B, I think, to make our choice.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, 124B lets you make the choice.
124. Oh yeah.
So 136B to step through the portal.
Oh, okay. 136B lets us step through the portal. Okay.
And then do you want to choose the whirling bright lights or and 150A?
Okay, 150A.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna go through the hell portal. Oh, it is this part. Okay, good. We found it. Excellent. Yeah. You appear in a burst of light beneath a flaming sky. Sheets of orange fire sweep overhead down to a distant horizon where mountains rise and tumble back like ocean waves. Wind scorches your skin, and odors of smoke and burning thicken. I thought I said burning chicken.
And burning chicken.
It's
No,
like-
don't burn the chicken.
I'm
Oh, it's going to
hungry.
be delicious.
The worst.
Wow, this really is hell.
Wow.
All
I
the
really
chicken's
expected
burnt.
this to be like a little 2-word thing, being you're completely burned up.
Yeah, you were immolated. All right. Burning thicken the air. Somewhere, flutes and clarinets squeal discordantly, almost drowning out the sound of nearby screams.
The most horrific sound we can possibly think of. Flutes and
Free
clarinets.
jazz. Yeah, it's free jazz.
Somebody's just playing the theme to Titanic over a recorder.
What is this hellish music? What? Look, I'm learning, okay? I'm trying to play it well.
I'm trying. You float over a bone grillwork like the crossbeams of a street gate. Beneath you, spirits shriek. They press against the bars like a fish in a net. Every face expresses nothing but pure torture. An arm reaches up towards you. You bend down to grasp it, but your hand strikes an invisible barrier, and the faces wobble and distort like reflections in a pool of water. It must be an illusion, you decide. You stand on a solid floor disguised by magic. You hope the vision beneath you is equally illusory, or not a clairvoyant sight of an actual chamber somewhere. This is a giant open terrace, you decide, and this chaotic realm matches the descriptions you heard in life of some of the outer planes, faraway dimensions of upheaval. But where are you? Turn to face me, sleepless one, says an inhumanly deep voice. At the sound, you turn. In one glance, you realize your cause is hopeless. Before you is a huge throne. On it sits a bloated humanoid demon that looks like a fat satyr, pig-faced, goat-footed, ram-horned, bat-winged, shark-eyed, and utterly depraved. Oh shit! Orcus! Holy fuck, we found
Hey,
Orcus?
We've got a statue of Orcus in Studio
We're
C.
fucked. Oh, we're so fucked. Oh, we're dead. Yeah, we're super omega
Wow.
dead.
Compared to the statue we have, this Orcus has kind of let himself go, I gotta say.
Yeah. Look, quarantine's been rough on everyone, Paul.
Maybe, and it's possible whoever made that statue was, using a little creative interpretation.
Oh, he's God of the Undead. Thank you, everybody. I had no idea who we were talking about here. So.
Oh, yeah. Orcus is he's a big figure in Forgotten Realms. He was just in the, they did the Forgotten Realms D&D
yeah,
magic set. Orcus was a card. They made Orcus a card. He was very good. Yeah.
I see it now coming up in chat. People going card Orcus, and I'm like, yes, there's 2 cards.
All right, Orcus, supremely powerful lord of the undead. Orcus, one of the most evil beings in the multiverse, and you face it alone. Now you know where the Liches obtained the awesome magical power needed to overcome Waterdeep. Now you realize where the strange little monsters around the city came from, and in whose interest they supervise things. Now you know, and it's too late. You stand no chance against Orcus, who could pluck the moon from its orbit with nary a thought.
What little monsters around the city?
Beside it, you know that little thing at the gambling hall?
Oh, yeah.
Little fucking gremlin?
Yeah.
Beside it lies the infamous Wand of Orcus, said to hold power that would make scholars redefine their notions of what is possible. The Wand of Orcus cannot help you. Beside its owner, it might as well be on the other side of this dimensional plane, the Abyss. None bear weapons before me, says the demon. It makes no move, but your magical sword leaps from your hand and vaporizes before your eyes. Whoa. Your aura states that you come from that city. Waterdeep? Yes, Waterdeep. No doubt you helped my plan there. How goes the effort? Oh, fuck. He thinks we're... All right, yeah.
We're on his side.
You dare not hesitate. Great Orcus! The undead legions are now overwhelmed the city. By the next midnight, the Liches say the city will perish. Orcus ruminates on this, speaking to itself. Tolerable. As long as the Magi go to Waterdeep to battle the construct, they do not flout me in Vasa and Bloodstone Pass. Soon I will finish my portal and enter the realms. It takes notice of you again. The Liches could have reported this themselves. What brings you to me? Too late. Or perhaps not. In mere prowess, you are nothing compared to Orcus, but apparently it has not bothered to read your mind. With cunning, you might turn the demon against its minions or even escape to continue your mission. That mission depends on what you say to Orcus now. How will you approach the challenge? Will you pretend ignorance, saying you arrived here by mistake and wish to go home? Or will you invent a story, telling Orcus that the Liches planned betrayal? You might also try to request a favor of Orcus or offer a bribe to keep it from destroying Waterdeep. Well,
I have this magical beanbag.
Hey! He just starts juggling.
Yeah.
Orcus starts clapping.
Yeah. And then you take your hands away, and he's like, "Oh, the bags were doing it the whole time."
Yeah.
Smite.
Or you're that, or you're like,
just like you start juggling, and they're still spinning. Orcus just clapping. Ooh, excellent.
You're like, I also, and you know, don't take this the wrong way, I do also have this potion of like wart removal.
Yeah, yeah.
Just saying.
Like, just saying. What do you mean? This is just the way I look. What's wrong with this? This is erasure. I think I'll invent a story, right?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
20C. That won't end well. I guess.
No.
I mean, they specifically stated that he can read minds, so he's just going to read my mind and I'm going to fucking die.
Yeah, absolutely.
20C. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
I mean, they were going to try to take him down anyway, right? Like, that's what I thought.
Although you have learned nothing that makes you believe the Liches plan to betray Orcus, certainly they could not be that stupid. The demon probably has a suspicious nature. Appealing to it could overcome mere facts.
The chances are they are planning on betraying.
Betraying you, yeah.
Just they're probably always planning on betraying somebody.
Yeah. Mighty Orcus, you say, averting your eyes downwards and closing them to avoid seeing the monstrous illusion beneath you. I am unworthy to approach you. Only concern for your goals can force me to... Enough preamble. Fair enough. Great sir. The Liches, Haran, and Abraxa plot to betray your interests. For the first time, Orcus appears interested. Its whiteless eyes narrow. I would have thought they knew better. What is your evidence that they betray me? Hey, don't we have this?
Evidence D?
B.
Shit, Paul, you were tracking these. I wasn't.
Bald a bit B?
I think we have A and D, not B.
Oh, shit.
Well, we have B. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, there was a option to get that we could have gotten B at some... Oh, the bird.
Was B the bird?
The bird
No, yeah,
we
it
found
was.
B.
would it enable us to get B. Oh, right.
But
in that
we
case,
fixed that.
We fixed the bird.
We
Right.
fixed the bird.
Our cheating then means we don't have to cheat now.
Right. Good for us. Way to
I'm
think
really
ahead.
proud of us. Yeah. I'm really proud that we didn't have to cheat this. Yeah, look how far we've come, right? That's excellent. Yeah. All right, 10A. Oh fuck, this is a long.
Okay.
All right.
So,
All right. I'm not looking ahead. It's just a long entry.
Yeah.
Great ruler, you say desperately. The wizards plan to use the artifact to attack you. I know of a device that recorded their secret conversation. I found it in. Hold, says Orcus. You cannot speak. Orcus stares, and you feel an unstoppable probe rummaging casually through your mind. Ah, says Orcus. A bird. How quaint. He snaps his claws, and in a burst of white light, the mechanical bird from the villa appears. Orcus speaks no command, yet the bird automatically replays the conversation it overheard, while the
ignore the
demon
like
listens.
scotch tape holding the bird
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, it's all banged up. The construct is soon done, Abraxa. You have told no one of your ultimate purpose? Mind your business, husband, and do not annoy me with the senseless rhetorical banter. Careful. If the master can awaken and fall, whatever your own ability, it is not good to alienate me. Nor you me, for we shall need all of our combined power to topple him, artifact or no. Think less of the sharp tongues, so we may both think of more conquest. For long moments, Orcus sits quietly. Its head droops in resignation, or is it disappointment? Then it looks at you with a scowl, an expression you know you can never forget, and speaks quietly. Well done. I summon the liches forthwith. Whoosh! In twin clouds of heatless flame, two skeletons appear. They're just like in a towel, fucking.
Oh, shit.
The fuck! I was showering!
Or what is just like,
Is Abraxa a guy? Actually, don't know. He did say husband.
I don't
Are the
know.
liches gay? That's great.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's
I
fucking
mean,
go.
they're skeletons, so it might be hard to tell, but
Yeah.
apparently they're a couple.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah. Sick. Fine. All right. Okay. Their rich robes and crowns mark them as liches, and you recognize Abraxa. Clearly, the other is its partner, Haran. While the robes, the still swirl about them when their thin-skinned heads turn left and right in confusion, Orcus confronts them. Did you or did you not speak these words? It asks in a low, rapid-speaking voice, and it replays the bird's recorded conversation. The liches start as though struck by a fireball, but they recover quickly. No, great Orcus! A trick! Foul slander! How could you doubt our loyalty? Silence! For wizards, you do not lie particularly well. Be still. It waves an arm, and the liches freeze as stiff as corpses. It scans them up and down. Your auras betray you, Orcus says. They speak of treachery. I release you. What have you to say? Harant and Abraxas snap out of their paralysis. Instantly, they begin chants of magical spells, gesturing rapidly. Shields leap up before them, discs of prismatic light. Lightning flickers around their hands.
Holy
You
crap.
cannot stop us now, demon, says Harant. The construct is finished, and our power has grown beyond measure.
Whoa.
We have seen that your exertions leave you weak. Submit and allow us to leave peacefully, and we will spare your life.
Wow.
Orcus digests this in silence. Suddenly, it laughs a short, cutting laugh. It seldom fails, it says. I stage a little mask, a display of weakness for my followers. They look at one another and say, Orcus grows weak, and someone is certain to plot betrayal. No,
You're
liches.
just like standing at like, you seem busy. I'm just going to,
Just like-
you guys obviously have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So
You do
I'm
that
just
thing where you're like trying to walk away and then you turn and the door slams shut. You're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Like, let me out, please. All right. No, liches, humans. that by weeding traitors from his ranks, Orcus remains strong. The liches loose their bolts at the demon. Less than a foot in front of it, the lightning simply disappears. Strong, the demon repeats. You open chasms in the earth. Orcus levels cliffs and mountain ranges. The liches raise fire around the throne and bolts of ice that whip through the air. All disappear. You twist tiny whirlpools. Orcus boils oceans. Guys, is he going to talk about himself in the fucking third person the whole time? Shit. All right. The liches summon bats, gargoyles, and a night black dragon and send them against the demon. Before they can move a yard, the monsters die in agony and dissolve.
Yeah.
You destroy cities. Orcus sinks continents. God, he's like he's like fucking Agent Smith in the Matrix.
Even slower.
Yeah.
Little bit of like static over that recording on the Sega Genesis.
Yeah. Rise from your grave. The liches watch their shields fade away like sunsets. They step back again, and then freeze. No, liches, that you are mere creatures. Orcus is no creature but a force of nature, a statement by the universe. The sun that shines in your sky is nothing to Orcus. There is power in Orcus's claw, or even a drop of his blood that all the human wizards of 100 generations would fear to engage. Witness. Orcus raises a claw the first time the demon is moved. With the claw, it scratches a long gash down one of its own cheeks. Dark crimson blood wells up. Orcus flicks the claw casually, and 2 drops of blood fly from it. You slow time to watch them fly, 2 shimmering globules of blackness. The drops land on the 2 liches, and the wizards cry out in agony. The drops burn into their decaying flesh, leaving trails of smoke. The smoke spreads as fire burns behind their eyes. Their robes light, and a burning cloud immolates them. In moments, they are dust blowing away on the hot wind of the abyss. You turn back to Orcus.
Yay.
Already the cut heals. Disappointing, says the demon. I suppose I must destroy the construct as well. I shall plan for another diversion to distract attention from my main operation in Vasa, but that is for another day. The menace of Waterdeep is ended. You have succeeded in your mission, but how long can you enjoy your success? Now Orcus turns to you. You have served me well, sleepless one. I reward you fittingly. You shall be my supervisor over the entire city of lasting flame. The demons here are rebellious and must be disciplined regularly. You yourself may administer the tortures for all eternity. Never say that dealing with Orcus does not have its rewards. And with a gesture, Orcus makes it so. Your adventure has come to a ghastly end. We got a promotion.
So did
won.
we win?
Yeah, we
I
won.
can't tell.
Well, we kind of won, right?
Yeah.
I
Well, I
guess theoretically there was a way that we could like come back to life, but
This is like in Shin Megami Tensei where it's like this is an ending.
yeah.
we got the
It's
bad
maybe
ending.
not it's not our ideal ending, but it is an ending.
That's cool that we got to meet Orcus, though.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
I mean, like, we
People
can...
would be like, "Hey, Orcus, you know what I'm good at? Making distractions."
What do you mean? Yeah.
Well, funny story, but
You cannot believe the stuff I've got up to in Waterdeep.
I mean, so we'll come back next week. We will actually, no matter how many pieces, we'll go for like a couple hours and then we'll see where we're at. And then we'll just go and do the ending and see what happens.
all right.
Because I'm sure we're all dying to find out what happens at this point.
It's nice to
But
know
that's
that
cool
like
that-
whatever we do, we can always just go back and tell Orcus.
But I mean, like, this book could have easily, like, you go into the hellscape and you just light on fire and die. Like,
Yeah,
that
that's
just
true.
ended our adventure. But we got like a whole extra scene. You know,
That's really
like
cool.
Orcus. Yeah, that was very cool. This book is really well written. That
Yeah.
monologue by Orcus was awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
When he's like, what did he say?
I feel like it's quite well written, but not
Yeah,
necessarily that good a choose your own adventure book.
No, not really. But like, Orcus is no creature but a force of nature, a statement by the universe. What a badass! If
Yeah.
I am a statement of the universe. Holy shit! Okay, yeah, you know what? Fuck. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Yeah, that was
And,
great.
like,
Well,
as a paladin, like we're dead already.
yeah.
So, like, saving the city, you know, as our last act of whatever, seems like a pretty solid paladin-y thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get to torture other demons for eternity, which seems like not the end of the... Not like not
I mean, I don't think I
relevant
want
to my
that job.
interests.
Yeah. But thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. Thanks Beej and Paul for hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A couple things before we go. Once again, your support at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Let's us keep the lights on. Let's just do choose your own adventure books. Let's just do PPRs. Let's just do sick grips. It lets us do sidewalk slam. It lets us do checkpoint. It lets us do everything. And we cannot thank you enough for your support every month. If you are ever feeling a little bit randy and want to give us a buck, that'd be great. It helps us out immensely. Also, you can go to store.com or store.loadingreadyrun.com where you can find a bunch of stuff that we sell: playmats, t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, water bottles, everything else. You want to go and buy something with our faces on it, then that's the place that you want to go. So that's it out of us for tonight. And we will be back next week to finish this book off.